Momo láti sọ̀rọ̀. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, go jẹ bizabiza. Ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan akànbí. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love,
I go show you love, ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
But I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Ká má bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Ká máa bára wa lò nínú ìfẹ́ kan.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábà mẹ́la. Anybody. Anybody. Any bobo. Anybody. Mo ló ń folú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń folú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o.
Hello. This is my message to Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sorry if I cannot call you my president. I find it very hard to refer to you as my president. Now, not referring to you as my president has nothing to do with any bias against the Yoruba people, has nothing to do with any bias against the Muslims, but it's just that me as a person, as God, the Almighty God has built me, I cannot succumb myself to the intrigues of criminality, to the intrigues of deception, to the intrigues of power mongers and power drunkards. Sorry if I'm unable to call you my president. You, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not my president. Yes, the Presidential Election Tribunal may have ratified your election, and so is the Supreme Court, but the whole world knows what actually transpired. Tinubu is not my president. In fact, the worst thing that has happened to Nigeria is the word Tinubu. It's the worst thing. Yes, you can arrest me with your DSS. That will not be a surprise to Nigerians. Yes, you can ask for my annihilation. That will not be a surprise to Nigeria. But the truth is, this is not a country we can live on. We can't live on deception. Things are going wrong, and you said we should exercise little steps of patience, little steps of pain, while the masses are encouraged to exercise little steps of pain. Our president is budgeting for a presidential yacht for his leisure and budgeting billions of naira for the office of his wife. Well, I don't know. Yes, you can be a master in the art of thwarting a system that generally benefits the people. Yes, you can be a president that just want to answer that name, so that in the annals of history, if we recount presidents of this country, unfortunately your picture will be among them. From the days of Tafawa Balewa till present day, your picture will sneak in as a one-time president of, unfortunately, a one-time president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is not a Nigeria that I want to bequeath to my children. I want to bequeath a Nigeria where things are done rightly, where people lose and they accept their defeat. I want a Nigeria where people subject themselves to the rule of law. I want a Nigeria that's attractive to investors. I want a Nigeria where I can travel anytime within the 24 hours that God has given to us in a day and still reach my destination, because there are no thieves on the road, because everybody is gainfully employed and therefore there is no need to steal. This is not a country. Therefore, Tinubu, it's a shame that Nigeria now has become a mockery to the rest of the world. You are a grandfather that younger generations will look at their lives as they have got it wrong and come to you for advice. And you will go through the pool, the bag of history of your existence and bring out experience of what has happened to you and dole out to younger generation and say, okay, this is what you should do to get the best out of life. But when we sit back and ask, what is it there to learn from you? What is there to learn is how to bring fake bishops to pose as genuine bishops who like you, how to use money to buy your way through primaries, how to use money to stain our judiciary to look the other way in the light of obvious criminality, how to buy INEC to manufacture figures from the air, like magicians who conjure figures and add it to certain things, and voila, certificate of return is issued to you, and before you know it, you are the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, no investor will be proud to bring his hard-earned money to invest in a filth called Nigeria. I'm so sorry that if this is the Nigeria you are bringing for us, I'm sorry, I don't want to be part of it. My name is Magnus Oraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post now.
Between Jakande Estate, Ashamu Bukno Estate and other adjoining communities in Ijigbo Local Council Development Area, Lagos State. The non-completion of the channelization of the drainage into the primary canal at Okeafa, as well as which path it should follow, is the bone of contention in this story. On the Ashamu-Bokano side, some residents say the construction of the waterway ought to go on a straight line, but certain buildings erected along its way have caused a significant blockage. This is why their homes were marked and pulled down to create a new channel.
You people can see this is 91 road. First stack abroad. Now, this you can see this house now. The house now will go down any moment from now. You can see all the houses here. You can see all these houses now will go down any moment from now. Just see Igbo properties. You can see. You can see all these houses now. You are seeing now. It's purely going down. purely going down. All these houses you are seeing now, all these fine houses you are seeing now, all these fine houses you are seeing now. Guys, all these fine houses you are seeing now, they are all going down. All going down. All these fine houses you are seeing now, they're all going back. It's the water estate abroad. First time, first two. 91 roads. All these houses are going down completely. So you can see.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are.
Seriously, do Abdullah, don't scatter the house where Igbo people build for Abdullah. See now, this white one now, they go scatter this one now. They go bring this one down very soon now. Many houses, I don't feel fit to no joy for Abdullah though, no joy. Seriously, do Abdullah, don't scatter the house where Igbo people build for Abdullah. See now, this white one now, they go scatter this one now. They go bring this one down very soon now. Many houses, I don't feel fit to people they cry. Abdullah, don't they scatter house for Abdullah though, no be small thing, no be small thing. Say the Igbo people house, so they go bring this one down now very soon. This one now. This one will come down very soon now. See. I'm mommy I see all this building. All this building is going down. All these buildings are going down. All these buildings are going down now. They're waiting for them to pack that thing. So all these buildings are going down. All these buildings. Everything is going down. They're waiting for them to pack that thing. So where are we going to? It's the Abdullah. All these buildings are going down. They're waiting for them to pack that things now. They're waiting for them to pack that things. All these buildings. When I see problem, some people they pack that things. Some people they pack that things. So they're just waiting for them to pack that things. God help us, God help us. So everything is going down. They're waiting. I just give them some minutes now, not even an hour again. Oh my God, see all these houses are going down. Just people are packing their things. All this building now. Everything. Demolished, everything. All this building, God. All this building. They're just waiting for them now to pack that things. I don't give them some time. It's not even up to 1 hour now again. They're just waiting now. They asked them to pack their things yesterday night. All the whole building you are seeing, everything is going down. Everything is going down now for some minutes now. The ones that bring down since yesterday, a lot. I can't even video again. God help us. So say do you born? Abdullah don't see the happen. Abdullah don't see building, see mansion. Abdullah. This one is going down very soon.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life.
For Islamization and
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of the night, you are the pillar. Chicken, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar.
Owerri Road. From one end, they're all moving. But then what we see is that there is an unspoken plan, for Islamization, and the radical ones know the reason that they're doing that. So if you look at Enugu right now, go to Owerri Road. From one end almost of Owerri Road to the other end has been overtaken by Hausa people.
Usually you have settlements of people from
I agree.
Different parts of the country. If you move to the north, you would see Igbo people settling in one area.
I agree. But what I'm saying is what are their activities like?
Okay.
Right? Igbos who live in the north don't cause trouble. So why we are worried is that these Hausa people always cause trouble. Coincidentally, 4 days ago, an Hausa boy broke my side mirror at Owerri Road. I was driving by and he intentionally hit my side mirror with his elbow and broke it. So I stopped the car, came down, and insisted he was going to pay. Now, this was at the same time that we're just coming out of the mosque. Before I knew it, I had close to 50, 70 Hausa people throng me all around and tried to fight me in Enugu, in the heart of Enugu, Igbo land. And these people thronged me all around and tried to attack me. And before I knew it, they stole the young boy away. In my own land. And I can't say anything. And all the Igbo people were standing around and watching us, and nobody could say a thing. Igbo people don't do this in the north. So this is why we are worried when government says we want to set up land and give it to Hausa Fulani herders. That's where it's going to be a problem. We will not allow that because already we are oppressed. An old woman came there and said, so he said that the Igbo people who live in that axis can't talk. They are scared to death about this of these people. And the state government isn't doing anything. The local government isn't doing anything. You have a problem with an Hausa person in that region, they'll tell you, so our people are oppressed in our own land. And you're talking about, taking in a large expanse of land and giving it to them to attract more of them. No, it will never happen. We won't let it happen, but I'm saying.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you, my people right there. It's good to be back here again. Today's Monday, 20th November, 2023. Happy New Week to every one of you. Yes, the time is running fast. Christmas is around the corner. And you are getting old. I'm getting old. We all are getting old. Somebody trying to call in, please hold on because I need to focus more on my presentation. I'll pick your call later on, please. All right, my people. Yes, I have Veronica Albano just coming in. Thank you very much, Murphy Ray, my brother. Thank you very much. I've already acknowledged you. Now God bless every one of you right there. Please press on the like button and help us to share. Okay. I played about two major videos. One of them is the demolition that is currently going on in Lagos right now. A lot of people are in pains. What happened? What led to it? Who to be blamed is what I don't know. We're going to be taking reactions on that. And also, we're going to be listening to my own panelists on that particular ongoing demolition in Lagos. Then I also played the video concerning the ranching. This same ranching, the reason why I actually played that video, because, yes, it almost happened in Edo State. We raised alarm about it then. I was part of the people that raised the alarm about it. If some of you can still remember, that was about 3 years ago, that we are not going to allow this. According to the gentleman that was talking on that particular video, that the government is trying to sneakily come in to acquire a land for ranching in Igbo land. I don't have any problem with that, but what I'm trying to say here is that some elders, they will sell you out because it happened in those days. Some of our elders almost sold us out. Yes, so we have to raise the alarm, and the law of chaos where actually happened during that time. We stopped it, but I don't know. It was Obaseki that wanted to let this happen in Edo State at that particular time, but I don't know if they still end up doing it secretly. Everybody have right in their state. It doesn't matter where you are from and all that, as long as you are going through the legitimate way to do whatever you're going to do. If you are not if you are not a threat to the community or to the state, there's no problem about that. But meanwhile, I'm also going to leave that one for people to comment more on that. Then we also have another topic to talk about, which is the major topic today. The same Supreme Court that upheld Tinubu sack a city governor. Why Judgment Should Be Reviewed by Reviewed-Falana. My question is, when we come back to that, where was Reviewed-Falana when Supreme Court passed the judgment in favor of Tinubu? We have a lot to talk about this. We are going to be coming to that. But before that, I would like to take reactions on the houses that have been demolished in Lagos. So I'll take reactions on that so that I'll just take them as it comes, you know. But meanwhile, I'm going to post out a link now for those of you that would like to join us, you know, today on this broadcast. Please make use of the link and join us here, and let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. I can see more people coming in. Great mind. Thank you very much, Rita, Sam, Okon. I can see Wisdom Lucky, and many, many more out there. Pepper them with love. I can see you right there as well. Thank you very much, my people. A link I've been posted for those of you that want to join to talk about this today. That is the link right there. But before that, before I move on to another video, I'd like to quickly take these reactions from all Nigerians from other platforms before you hear from our own panelists later on. All right, I already have my brother with me here. Give us a mandate. So I'll come back to you, brother, 1 minute. Okay, let's take this from here. That was what happened today. As you can see, another set of over 100 properties worth billions marked for demolition by the Lagos state government, many destroyed already as the occupants are rendered homeless. The person that sent me the video said 95% of the property are Igbo properties. This one was actually, I got it from a platform called Somto Okonkwo. Okay, but people reacted to that video. I already played the video anyway, but I only just screenshot it to bring it here to illustrate my submission properly. You know, so, but I have this one here. You know, let's take this. Okay, I have a couple of people joining us right now. Okay, let me quickly accept you guys in so we can take it from here. Please stay mute, everybody. I will come back to you shortly. Don't unmute yourself. I've muted everybody. Don't unmute yourself. Okay, let me take this one. As you can see right there, this one is coming from Wale Akinola. The last time I checked, Lagos was not Igbo land. The fraud, the fraud your people perfected in government during Jonathan regime will be completely reversed. Cry me river. This one is coming from a Yoruba man, Wale Akinola. That comment was actually deliberately brought here by my manager, and I accepted it because it's going to tally so many things up. Meanwhile, we have another one here from I don't know how to pronounce this, Inwa 042 or Unwa, something like that. Okay, let's move on. Why does the Igbo keep building on waterways only to start crying foul when it's being demolished? Question. When flooding takes over the environment, you guys will be the first to condemn the government for not doing anything about it. Yet you are the ones blocking the water. Okay, that's another one there from Brendan. Brendan said we should keep a database of the owners of these buildings and their state of origin and temper a valid lawsuit against the Lagos state government, even at the extent of international law, if possible, instead of ranting online. This landlord should speak up for once. All right. Then I have another reaction here as well from Chidebere Peter. Stop sinking billions in land where there isn't rule of law. Buying landed properties and building houses are not the only businesses you can go into. It is not even profitable most times, but my Igbo brothers, no one here. Invest in media, tech, agriculture in the SE. Okay, why? I have another one here from Pastor Okezie. Why build on illegal areas? Always crying wolf. Okay, that's Pastor Okezie Jay and Tani. All right, so let's move on to another one here. Quickly, we have these basket mounts. Are you implying that Igbos who built in Lagos and used to not obeying the law of the land? Because I'm more than certain that only buildings that have contravened the physical planning law or environmental law are being marked and demolished by. Okay, let's move on. We have another one here from Collins. I don't understand what is chasing you guys from the east. What is so special about this Lagos? This one is coming from Collins with Globe. Why the second to the last one here is saying, Mario, cry of the rich. Luxury houses turn to rubble as Lagos demolishes buildings on drainage channels. The last one. Ijeoma said, I really pray for the day that Igbos will desert Lagos, not just Igbos, every other tribe. Let's see how they will eat their Lagos. So that's the last one we have right there. Then, according to my own research, because about these particular areas there, because when this happened, I have to go do some research to see what happened, how it happened, and all that. Although my research might not be 100% aligning, but yes, there's facts on the sanctity on it. That 2020, the year 2020, there were pipeline explosion in those areas or the surrounding areas, in that particular area, that some people actually build on top of pipeline, they block the drainage and all that, some people are trying to take this to become a tribal thing. I like one particular comment that I read today, that what evidences do you have that all the houses that are being demolished are for the Igbos? I like that. So I like us to discuss this today, what is happening and all that. So I'll be coming to you guys, shortly. People already with us right now. That is all the presentation for this particular area. But we're going to be going to Reviewed-Falana, that we would like to hear from. But we have somebody with us, which I think is a new person. Let me quickly see if we can hear from him before I move on. Mr. Idubusi, thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Is it your first time joining the panel? Mr. Idubusi, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Is it your first time?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, but your line,
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm asking, is it your first time joining us on the panel?
Yes, it's my first time, but I've been listening to your show.
Oh,
even one of your regulars, CM. We are well in touch and we speak regularly.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, we have other stuff to present. I don't know if you want to give your submission now or you can wait for me to present.
I don't know. Can you give me some time? Go to another person. I want to drop something off inside the church office and then I'll come out and
okay, that's join better.
Continue.
That's better. That's better.
Yeah, please.
That's better for me. Okay. So I'll have enough time to take what I want to take here. But before we move on, I would like us to quickly take this short video here. No, let's just go to Reviewed-Falana. I'll take that video later on. Let's listen to what the same Reviewed-Falana was alive when the Supreme Court upheld Tinubu's victory, right? Falana didn't say anything. I tell them, I say this country, Nigeria, is so selective. How people react, people choose what they want to react to. People choose. Everybody is guilty of it, though, not just Falana or other people. You and I, everybody is guilty of it. Some people might see the title of this topic that we're talking about today. Now they might choose not to join the panel today at all. Say, I'm not interested on this topic. That's how it works. People just choose to say, okay, but whether you join or you did not join, people are in pains over this topic, right? That's what I'm saying. So Reviewed-Falana choose not to call on the Supreme Court to review the judgment on 2023 presidential election. But on this, he reacted. Let's listen to him for the next 10 minutes. God bless you all.
Court of Appeal in Abuja upheld the ruling of the Election Petitions Tribunal sacking Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State. In his judgment, the appeal court agreed with the judgment of the tribunal, ruling that the fielding of Abba Yusuf was in breach of the electoral law, as he was not qualified to contest that election 2 months ago. The tribunal deducted 165,663 votes from Governor Yusuf's total votes as invalid, stating that the affected ballot papers were not stamped or signed and therefore declared them invalid. Of course, there have been a series of reactions to these judgments. It's coming from lawyers, members of the civil society, and others. Don't forget, there was a judgment of the Court of Appeal in respect of Zamfara, which also says that the election is inconclusive in Zamfara. The tribunal, the Court of Appeal judgment in the case of Bauchi State, which affirms the election of Governor Muhammad in Bauchi State, and a few other judgments that have come from the court, where civil society organizations, lawyers, National Assembly lawmakers have started a conversation on electoral reforms in Lagos, the retreat held on Friday and Saturday. And amidst all of that, President Bola Tinubu has been dragged to court over the appointment of the resident electoral commissioners for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, by some concerned groups, the various groups under the aegis of the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP, Budget, and 34 concerned Nigerians filed the lawsuit against President Tinubu at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday. Tonight, I'm being joined by a senior advocate of Nigeria and a rights activist, Mr. Reviewed-Falana, to share his perspectives on some of these fundamental, major issues in the land. Thank you so much indeed, Mr. Falana, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Sean.
I'd like to begin by getting your views on the Court of Appeal judgment. If you look at the judgment in Lagos, for example, and you compare with the judgment in Plateau State, it's a case of different strokes for different folks, and there are those who will draw an inference to say they're fundamentally a similar scenario playing out, but the judgments were not the same. How do you appraise some of the judgments coming out of the court based on the election of 2023?
Well, in the first place, Sean, as I have repeatedly made clear, the stakeholders should go back to the drawing table so that the involvement of judges in our elections can be completely eliminated. Nigeria is the only country in the world today where results of elections are determined by judges. It shouldn't be so. We have just witnessed in Liberia, a country that Nigeria assisted to restore political stability. We just witnessed an election there. Recently, we witnessed an election, a successful election in Sierra Leone. Again, another country assisted by Nigeria to have law and order restored. So if these countries can organize elections, why are we asking judges to determine the result of our elections with respect to the decisions of the Court of Appeal? That is not the end of the road. All those who are dissatisfied will have to go to the Supreme Court. But if you look at what happened in Lagos, why it's different from Plateau, is that you are being told in the case of Plateau, there was a judgment of the High Court to the fact that primaries have to be conducted. The judgment, as usual, was dishonored, disregarded, disobeyed, and elections went on. I think the last time I can recall that the Supreme Court berated the Nigerian political class to learn to comply with the doctrine of least spending was the case of Mr. Peter Obi and INEC. When in 2007, in spite of the case of Mr. Peter Obi that was pending in the High Court, INEC went and proceeded to hold the election. The Supreme Court made the point that it was a risk on the part of INEC to engage in a wasteful exercise by conducting that election while the case of Mr. Peter Obi was pending. Now, if we are being told here that the court ordered the primaries be held and the primaries were not held, and the election took place on the basis of the primaries that were not held, there are problems. I do hope that the Supreme Court will make a definitive pronouncement on this. Again, it's different from Kano, where you are being told now that voters can be punished. It's a very dangerous judicial policy to punish sanctioned voters for the mistake of electoral officer. We are being told here that 165,000 votes are wasted. They are invalid because some electoral officers refuse or...
Okay, I'm going to stop that particular video right there. I just have to stop it. You know, I just wanted you guys to know, in case you want to watch the full video, you can go to channels and listen to what Falana was saying. When I was watching it last night, I was not very happy about it. All right, let's move on. Let me quickly move on to the next video, which is the last video. Let's listen to Oji Okpe on what they have to say here. This one is about 5 minutes long concerning the ongoing spending, you know, in Lagos. We highlighted it yesterday, how Sanwo-Olu to spend 2 billion naira on rechargeable fan, right? We talk about it, and how Tinubu as well, you know, to spend $900,000 on a 6-day trip to sort for investors. So at the moment now to go beg investors to come invest for Nigeria. Now we did so. But meanwhile, let's listen to this quickly.
Well, in the meantime, Funsho Dorothy, the 2023 governorship candidate of the Action Democratic Congress in Lagos State, has criticized the governor of the state over public procurement awards in the second and third quarters of 2023, highlighting a number of contracts for further scrutiny. In a post on X, Dorothy wrote an open letter to Sanwo-Olu appealing for the judicious use of public funds, especially in the face of the current economic realities. Well, according to him, the approval of 2 billion naira for rechargeable fans, lights and fridge for the office of the deputy governor, as well as 18.5 million naira awarded to the office of the chief of staff to the governor for the supply and distribution of 2,000 chickens across local government areas of the state calls for further explanation. Other awards includes a new bulletproof vehicle worth 440 million naira for the office of the chief of staff and 531 million naira for the renovation of an Anglican church. Well, the governorship candidate also questioned why the state will be renovating a religious center with taxpayers' money. There is more, Dr. Abati. I believe you guys took this in the business segment. He also questioned the allocation of 12.4 billion naira for the consultancy fees for the Lagos Mega City project and construction of bus corridors in selected locations across the state. Talking about cutting expenditure to save money. Over in Malawi, the country's president, Lazarus Chakwera, has suspended all international travels for himself and his government with immediate effect, and also ordered all ministers currently abroad to return home. The president also slashed fuel allowances for senior government officials by 50%. The measure follows a huge devaluation of the country's currency as the economy is faced with turbulent times and acute shortage of petrol and diesel, as well as high inflation.
I myself have to lead by example. This is why, effective immediately, all of my international trips between now and the end of the fiscal year, beginning with my trip to COP28 at the end of this month, are canceled. Secondly, I order that all fuel entitlements for cabinet ministers, principal secretaries, directors, and all members of senior management of public institutions should be cut in half with immediate effect. Thirdly, until further notice, I order the Secretary of the President and Cabinet to circulate to all public institutions a criteria for local trainings and local travel that will be acceptable, as well as a cap on how much of their budgets can be spent on allowances for such trainings and trips. By doing this, I am effectively ending the practice of draining public coffers to spend on allowances for useless activities.
President Chakwera there. I mean, we have also taken the Zambian president also talking about cutting costs in the face of the economic realities in Nigeria at the moment. I thought that soundbite was quite important, talking about Lagos and the money spending, and we are still waiting for the Lagos state government to release a statement in regards to all of these accusations by Mr. Funsho Dorati.
Okay. Thank you very much, my people. We also stop that video right there because of time so that we can have enough time to talk. But meanwhile, let me show these short videos quickly so we can take it from here. Please press on the like button, my people. If you're just coming in, any of the video that I did not play long, you can go to their channel and watch it there. It's right there. You know, we're working with time. But meanwhile, let's listen to this. Let's go to Twitter and listen to these videos that is circulating right now. We have different videos here. Let's listen to this guy. I don't know what he's saying, but let's see.
Celebrate with us. It is our turn, our local, Yoruba local, and who is leading us? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to lead us. We will not care what people are going to say about us. We will not care. We stand in unity. We stand for our brother. We stand for our brother. We stand for our father. We stand for our friends and brothers. That stand, that live, that fight the battle, they conquer. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá rò pé kò lè ṣeé ṣe tó ti wá ṣeé ṣe lójú ẹ̀mí yín kí wá ní thought yín? What is your thought? By now, you should have realized that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is for you. He is the main man. Yoruba Emajala Imore. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe celebrate pẹ̀lú Jonathan. Ẹ celebrate pẹ̀lú Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am campaign. See, I'm in the market campaign to my people. I am not scared. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mo wà yìí. I campaign to Yoruba people. I campaign to you.
A few moments later.
To governance is adding hardship to all Nigerian citizens as at now. What is the benefit of releasing 5 billion to governors that cannot change the scenario, the challenges, the action we have on ground? Where are the influencers that can pay for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Where is Sam Larry? Where is Naramali? Where is Yinka TNT that released song for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Yinka TNT, what will you tell your mother? What will you tell your father? What will you tell your children that are based in Nigeria here that you have campaigned for a president that cannot move this nation forward? What will you tell your people? I continue to ask questions at this point. What Bola Ahmed Tinubu have done to Nigerians that we can realize that there is all for us? We both campaigned for this man, but at this end, at this point, what are things that we should be expecting for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? I keep asking them, where is the policy that we should rely on? We cannot find because of their income. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are dying here. We are going through challenges. Enough is enough. If he cannot talk, I will talk. I can't continue. I can't continue to bear what is going to lead me to sudden death. Where I have government, all these things that we are going for mountain, we are going to different angles for prayer, where pastors stealing from us, we're supposed to ask government. Governments are they are in the position to provide all these things for us because God has already given us all the resources that can move this nation forward. But there's a certain group of people that are from these resources and they don't even care what happened to masses. What to you, governors? What?
Kọ́túnyé ni wá lára, ọmọ òṣè òjẹ ni wá, èyí tó tó wà lọ́wọ́ kọ́yé ni wá lára, ẹni tó kọ̀ ẹlòmí ò sí mọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó máa jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí, kọ́yé ni wá lára.
A máa jẹun, wọ́n bá dé bí àwọn ọmọ wa ò jẹun, àwa náà ò jẹun, owó sùn wọn. Ọmọ mi kan sì wọ́n ti lè wálé láti fún oníkọ̀ọ́jọ́ kò.
Ọkàn wa ti balẹ̀ lórí àwa lọ́kàn, àwọn ọmọ wa padà ṣe báyìí fún wa, ọkàn wa balẹ̀ lórí àwa lọ́kàn. Nítorí pé wọ́n jẹ́ Yorùbá a dẹ̀ dìbò fún èdè wa kò yẹ kán ṣe wá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí pé wọ́n jẹ́ Yorùbá ọkàn wa dẹ̀ balẹ̀ wípé lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run a nígbàgbọ́ nínú wọn wípé he can do it a nígbàgbọ́ pé bàbá Tinubu ó lè ṣe dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n wa ní wa o owó sùkọ̀ mọ́ a lè san tansu ni ewu owó ilé a lè san o owó ilé 1,250 tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn onílé sọ pé ó ti di 500 o wọ́n lọ sọ pé 800,000 ló dá o ẹ ṣàánú mẹ̀kúnnù ẹ rántí pé gbogbo wa la máa kú o ẹ rántí ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́fà kò sí ilé ayé ló mọ o ilé ẹ rántí ẹ̀dẹ̀ rántí pé yìí náà bímọ.
Abuja ni bàbá Tinubu wà sí Sanwó-Olú láàrin.
Wọ́n máa gbọ́ federal ni wọ́n ṣe báwọn ni bàbá gbogbo wọn ó jẹ́ Abuja o ó jẹ́.
God, no. All right, my people, let me quickly move on to another one. There are a couple of them here. Let's listen to another one here, my people. These guys never see anything. In fact, make I laugh small. Because my boy, they tell me for here saying one laugh small. You know, say
I beg now, put the laugh now, more laugh, I beg.
No, say, you know, say, this boy, whenever they tell us, they make let
the boy laugh.
You know, the year word, you know, he go one, you they laugh anyhow.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God.
I want to vote for APC, Tinubu, because Tinubu is my brother. I can't leave my brother and vote for another person. If you want to look people, now people don't look at any other thing. They look at Obi is my brother. If they want to say Obi is my brother, that's why I want to vote for APC. APC also is my brother. That is the reason. Tinubu have do governor before. Governor. Tinubu too well. And again, I can't leave my brother. The reason is that I can't leave my brother and vote for PDP. PDP is not my brother. Obi is not my brother. Atiku is not my brother. Tinubu is my brother, and I have to vote for my brother. I can't leave my brother. Is the reason. They should try and vote for Yoruba man, APC man. Maybe we'll see difference.
Now the difference that they see, so no wahala. The difference.
By the time we support Asiwaju, Bola Ahmed, the president of Nigeria, the president-elect. By the grace of the president-elect, by the time we support Asiwaju, Bola Ahmed, the president of Nigeria, the president-elect. By the grace of the president-elect.
A few moments later.
Please, Nigeria government, you people should come to our rescue. For we will get asthmatic patients, we will say we cannot afford this. You people need to call this company back called GSK. Before this teleties for we will get asthma for this Nigeria. This teleties is about 8,000 plus. But because say this company don't pack come up for Nigeria, look at now. I'm at the pharmacy. Flechi missing this 52,500 Abba. Virtually Yela where would they buy 2,000 before? Because say this company where they produce them for Nigeria don't come out. Now virtually now don't enter 8,500. 8,000.
See, more talk about that one. What about the cat? Tebe, Ola Oshelu Olori Buta say, you know we said the truth. Olo buy any APC government for this country na shit. Why you go buy cement? Cost. Why you go buy rice? 70,000. Ṣé mo ya ìyàwó lé tán bá sùn nítorí oúnjẹ? Kán bá fi lé lóúnjẹ jẹ, kọ́mọ bá fi lé lóúnjẹ jẹ. Ìwọ tó bá fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ against fídíò yìí, ọlọ́bàáyé rẹ̀ jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn tó bá ní ní ikú oró lẹ́kùú. We are suffer. Ọlákọ́wà ní láti lè sọ̀rọ̀, àwa ń jẹun ebi ò pa wá láti lè sọ̀rọ̀. People are suffer, a lot of people are suffer. Ayé yóò ní dáwọ̀, ebi pa àwọn èèyàn. Ibẹ̀ làwọn senator they are doing meeting. Senator wan buy car for 160 million. For what? 160 million because the road no good. They wan buy car. Who dey do road? No be senator dey do road. We are going to enter streets. We are going to block everywhere. Nigeria dey suffer. Na APC we do. We fought for APC. We campaign for APC. But we are suffer. Anything we wan talk am. Now Almighty God, Almighty Allah will punish all of you. Inshallah. We are suffering. People are suffering.
Regardless of the party. Ladies and gentlemen, this dance you are about to see now is called Tinubu dance. Are you ready to give me that dance? Oh yeah, everybody go say Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Say, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance.
This is the in-the-bros axis of the Transamadi industrial layout. From this area down to the Guinea-Bar axis of the industrial layout used to have quite a number of functional oil and gas, manufacturing and production companies. The Transamadi industrial layout was established in the 50s and developed from then till the early 2000s, playing host to both the oil and gas companies as well as large-scale manufacturing companies. But as you can see, it's almost losing the life it once had, with some gates bearing the for lease or space to let, and the reaffirmation signage that though the company's property is not in usage, it is still owned by the company, property not for sale. The exit of some of these companies started over 10 years ago with Michelin Nigeria Limited, which relocated to Ghana, then followed by some others. Even some of the oil companies that still operate in Port Harcourt do it skeletally, as their main administrative activities seem to happen more in Lagos, according to inside sources who spoke with us on anonymity. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, Rivers State is believed to be the second largest economy and the fifth largest in population in Nigeria, and these migrations could be a threat to its economic viability and development if it continues. What could be the remote cause of this? We visit the Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, FASIMA, to speak with the business community.
Ask yourself.
Speaking on behalf of the business community, the FASIMA president, Mike Ilichi, explains some of the reasons behind the migrations as well as their efforts to ensure that the state maintains its economic viability. Ilichi insists that the security challenges experienced when most of the companies started leaving are no more there.
Why have all oil companies, Shell, to be precise, Chevron, Total, Ajib, why have they pulled out their management and their hierarchy segment, those who control the economy of the company, into the Lagos economy? You can't take Lagos as peculiar. This is some crime here. It's not bigger than that of Lagos, where the industries are booming now. It's not bigger than Kano. It's not bigger than Maiduguri. So why do President Rivers State look as if there is insecurity?
Our next point of call is the Office of the River State Commissioner of Information in the absence of an incumbent Commissioner of Commerce and Industry. The Commissioner, Joseph Johnson, unveils quite a lot that Governor Siminalayi Fubara's administration is working on to boost the business sector and create an enabling environment for industrialization to boom in Port Harcourt as well as other proposed new cities.
This government in the 4th State Executive Council meeting had proposed 4 bills.
Let me quickly come in here. You know, the situation right here with this last video that I just played is that more companies are leaving Nigeria. That is the situation right now. The more they are leaving, the more difficulties more the Nigerians in Nigeria will face. You know, that's what we are facing. But meanwhile, who is speaking? Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mr. Sorry about that.
No, you go ahead. That's fine.
No, I mean, well, on the ones that you played earlier, it's just so surprising to see how people are lamenting now. I mean, about this and to the River State. Now, more companies are going to leave because the economy is not viable, it's not sustainable. Now, the guy that was showing the medication earlier talk about
GSK.
Yeah, GE. That's a leaving GlaxoSmithKline. I mean, I used to know that company since childhood. I mean, they have a place in Apa where they produce, where they have their bigger factory. But now look at those kind of companies leaving Nigeria. It's just going to throw the country into more trouble.
Yeah, let me finish this so that we can talk about all this properly. Thank you very much, my people, for your time. Let me bring this in one moment so that we can take it from here. Now, so we see more, so we see him. As we take him, so we take the kind of they give now. Very sad. We talk people will campaign for Tinubu now. We're not hear from any of them again. All of them don't go hide. Shame not let some of them come out, maybe they come criticize the government. You know, very sad. But meanwhile, what we have right here, you know, you might not be able to read along with me, but let me take it quickly. In less than 6 months as president, Tinubu acquires 4 oil blocks using Orlando PLC as front. By the time Bola Tinubu is done, he would become the richest president in the world. In September 2023, Tinubu used Orlando PLC to acquire 4 oil blocks, oil mining, leases, OML, 60, 61, 62, 63, belonging to Ajib, Nigeria. As at early 2023, Orlando debt was estimated to be about 480 billion naira. And in 2022, Orlando was on the verge of voluntarily delisting from the capital market due to the enormous losses. How the company suddenly became buoyant to acquire 100% stakes of the lucrative 4 oil blocks in Niger Delta remains a mystery. Insiders in Ajib told me that the 4 oil blocks are owned by Tinubu, who has been nursing the ambition of owning oil blocks for years. His emergence as president has now provided him the opportunities to own as many as he wishes. This is one of the reasons the diaspora worldwide protest against Tinubu's becoming necessary. Okay, this one was coming from Jackson in Uday. You know, so I thought I should bring that in. Why? I have another last one here so that we can start talking. This is the last one. One of our brother in diaspora trying to educate Nigerians back home, you know, to do the right thing. If not, they will suffer. And it's the fact. Let's listen to this quickly.
Yeah, fellow Lagosian, Kalembe, good evening. How na day? I was just taking a walk this evening around my street here. Now I remember how your governor they take your money, they buy air freshener. The deputy governor, and they take money by rechargeable lamp. See, I tell you for a fact, the money, how much Lagos State is making, this is how your inner street, not main street, oh, this is how your inner street is supposed to be. See as everywhere cool. See walkway, see road, they there. Eh? See road sign, see street lights. Huh?
Oh.
Now like this, your inner street is supposed to be. See as the entire road.
Don't attack me again. Oh my God. Come on. 1 minute, my people. I can't hear anything at all. These guys have attacked us again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
But it remain one musical.
But I cannot touch anything. Okay, let me sort this out, my people. Please hold on.
And it remain one music. Turn by turn. Oh.
Hold on, sir.
Na jagaba turn. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this dance you're about to see now is called Tinubu dance. Are you ready to give me that dance? Oh yeah, everybody go say Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Say, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Hey, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance.
I was just thinking.
Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. We go the dance.
I remember how your governor they take your money, they buy air freshener. The deputy governor, and they take money by rechargeable lamp. See, I tell you for a fact, the money, how much Lagos State is making, this is how your inner street, not main street, oh, this is how your inner street supposed to be. See as everywhere cool. See walkway, see road, they there. Eh? See road sign, see street lights. Huh? Now like this, your inner street supposed to be. See as the entire road reach the mouth. Eh? Everywhere they cool. And like this supposed to be. But they don't take no money. But eh? They take no money buy air freshener and rechargeable lamp. Eh? Them wife they take 30 million.
To the panel, let me quickly pick this call from Abuja. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening to everybody in panel. I says, look, Tinubu, he says, Tinubu wife says they don't need our money. They don't need Nigeria money. But what are they doing now? What are they doing now? They have 5 oil weights. Look at them. But he says he's a pastor. She's a pastor in a church, redeem. And he says they didn't need our money. But they are keeping that they go for our money. It's our money that interested. Tinubu has been fighting for this president for a long time. He's looking for our money. He's there now. He's getting our money. God will punish him. God will punish Tinubu and his wife.
No swearing, sir. No swearing, please. We don't allow swearing.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
They said they're not interested in our money. But they're cutting our money away now. They are cutting our resources away now. Well, I don't have more to say. We will talk again later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
God bless you.
Mr.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Before I pick another call, let me quickly come to Mr. Edubisi. I would like you to talk to us. You'll be waiting for so long, so please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you. Unmute yourself. Okay, you're good.
Hello,
Go ahead.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay,
Talk.
all right. Happy to be on your show today.
Thank you, sir.
The first thing we talked about, I think we were talking about, is it the demolition in some parts of a particular part of Lagos?
Yes.
Yeah, I've not heard about it. I only heard about the one that happened, I think, 2 months ago. I don't know the details. The bottom line is, if they are really doing it because it is against the master plan or on drainage, as they said, and it's done honestly, there's nothing wrong in that. Only that they should have informed the people ahead and let them do the necessary things by removing their stuff and all that. And then if the people feel aggrieved, they can go to court. And let's see if our court is still working. But
the government informed everybody on time, a couple of years ago. So yes.
Okay, so that may not be, even though probably most of the people who have their properties there are Igbos. Me, I don't support why it is ethnically this thing maybe targeted or so. But from what happened during the elections, people may say, okay, during the first time of Sanwo-Olu, he ignored the stuffs there, but this time decided to demolish. But like I said, if it is against the master plan and it is causing environmental hazards, I think there's nothing one can say about that. Only that the people should equally go to the government and see if there's any way of maybe solving it amicably. Or they say if they've not finished all demolition, if maybe future ones, there's any way they can compensate them. At least if the government really, if those lands were acquired legally and they paid for it, and then the government gave them the land to use, and now they now discover that, oh, this can cause drainage problem. So it is the government's duty to compensate them, give them land elsewhere, or give them monetary compensation so they can go elsewhere and reside, rent houses or build properties elsewhere. Because these are monies that they have invested that have gone down the drain. Particularly if they bought it legally, that's one thing. I think it's done everywhere. If truly we have a government that cares for everybody, that is one. On the area of the issue about ranching, I didn't get that one very well. I don't know, is it after the other efforts that you have that failed, are you trying to smuggle it into the southeast? Which of the states in the southeast? And what, I don't know, I don't have the information myself.
I think what the gentleman was saying is that the government is trying to force it on them to make sure that they have ranching in the I think one of the states there, he mentioned it earlier on. So that's
okay. Is it like the federal government or the particular state government is trying to take land from a particular community to? Okay, federal government. Okay, that one will be resisted. They can't do. Yeah, if people are aware, they will resist it because nobody can allow. We have much land in the north. Why are they trying to come to the east to get? In the east, not even have enough land. People are always quarreling over land issues. Like in my village, if you come to my village now, you see small. I don't know how to even describe it. Maybe like 3 plots of land. About the father may share it for about 2 or 3 kids, and it won't be enough for them to build houses. What they usually do is maybe they will just build a family house if they are united. If they are not, the younger ones who have money, they will go elsewhere and buy land. That is what usually happens in some parts of the east. So if they are trying to do it, it means probably because the governors there have all sold out. They are now APC lackeys, so they are trying to use them and all that. I pray it doesn't work out, and maybe people will speak out and talk against it. So that's one. Concerning the spending of both the Lagos State Governor, this one that one of his opponents in the election, Mr. Funsho Doherty, has exposed, and the one of Tinubu getting oil blocks. What do we expect? We know that this is what they are into. Him telling us that he doesn't, his wife saying that they don't care about Nigeria's money. We know it's not true. All their life they've been looting. Any opportunity they have, they want to loot, and this is at the highest level now. So we are not surprised. Only that Nigerians should speak out and get the full details and expose the team for what it is, so that probably they will stay, take a step back, or people will keep shouting about it, and it will be one of the things that people will use against him in future. Let me stop here for now. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your
all right.
submission. May God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, my people, let's let me pick a call quickly because God's Power was trying to call in earlier on. God's Power, if you're hearing me, I'm calling you back quickly before I go back to other panelists. For anybody that want to call in right now, I don't mind taking about 3 calls so that before we move on. You know, once my panelists occupy the broadcast, is very difficult to stop them from talking. God's Power, good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Mr. Evans, good evening. And good evening to every Nigeria Watch family and all the obedient and very meaningful Nigerians and the panelists. I greet every one of us. I want to say thank you, Mr. Evans, for the good work. We always pray for you. Make your name remember for the rest of your life. May you continue to be growing and growing with the wisdom of God be uphold upon your life. Well, you know, Mr. Evans, when one of these things that get me funny is in this 21st century, Nigeria is still where some African country are developing in terms of infrastructure, in terms of technology, in terms of development. Nigeria are still buying something called rechargeable fans. Nigeria are still dealing with, you know, alternative, which is not supposed to be. And, you know, to be honest, in Hobas, I don't think people use this generator. And it's more or less like generator. In this place, I don't think that I've ever even used
it's like you don't understand the situation. We are not talking about Nigerians buying it now. The government that's supposed to provide light for us are the one buying rechargeable fan. So
that's what I'm saying. That's
so
the scam of it.
it's also the same. It's also the same country. NEPA, they use generator.
In a country whereby NEPA are using generator to work on transformer. In fact, Nigeria is a joke. I will not lie, you, Mr. They are just disgracing us up and down, looting money. I don't just know. This one is not about matter. It's about when Nigerians don't get money to buy anything on. I think maybe by that then everybody will come on sleep. But right now it's like Nigeria is still a perseverer because it's a shameful thing and disgrace in this 21st century. That every country, small country close to us, are thinking of development, thinking of infrastructure, thinking of so many things. Imagine we they buy rechargeable as Nigerians are importing, or the government are looting money to import rechargeable. That in a lot of countries, now inside bush, they use such thing where electricity cannot go. But our governments are leading by a very bad and wicked example. It's so unfortunate, Mr. Red.
Thank you.
I'm telling you.
Thank you,
Nigeria
my
is a
brother.
joke.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. It's funny. Government spending money on rechargeable fan. Is that not disgraceful? Even though we are emphasizing or capitalizing, focusing on the money, the huge amount, 2 billion naira to buy rechargeable fan or fans. But it's government that is patronizing this. Government that's supposed to give us permanent light. They are buying rechargeable fan. NEPA go the use generator to power their lights. I don't understand the country. It's so confusing. That is why it was so painful to see that some Nigerians in Nigeria were supporting the same satanic APC that have impoverished the people for years. You supported them back again. Now you all are crying. I don't know what is wrong with us. I don't know what is wrong with us. We that is fighting for you, by God's grace, we have a good life. I've said it before. You know, not to worry my mind for here for UK. Everything is okay. To be honest, everything is fine. My life not the off. Everything is just fine. I don't think of insecurity. Now you they face them, and now still you they insult us. You are in a country where suffering, excruciating situation have eaten the country so bad. But you see government spending excessively for their selfish interest. And you are there clapping. You all are on Instagram, commenting on rubbish and inconsequential things, instead of you to talk about the things that are affecting you. We have a long way to go, my people. Let me call on my brother, Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, thank you very much for joining us. Okay, Mr. Alex, hold on. Let me come back to you. Let me pick this call quickly. Mr. Justin, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you very
I
much.
want to say thank you to everybody, and I want to greet everybody in the party as well. Listen, man, I'm just laughing my head off listening to you guys.
Uh-huh.
I think the truth is just that, even some demonic vibes that some demonic element, they even still have some kind of control. The one we have in Nigeria right now, they don't even have, they've lost it all. They've lost everything. I think Nigeria what I just want to contribute is that I think those people who are going from platform to platform, speaking so strong about, the Tinubu government and how they're best for the country, people like the King Emeka, I'm expecting them to still have that energy to, come to the program now. Now, I think the government is about 5-6 months now, or 7. Come to the panel, come express yourself and see if you want to justify or you want to explain to people to wait, something better will still come up, what did they call the other one? I think it's the one man went to move. People like that jump from shining to advocate for, people like the government like what we have now. I'm expecting them to use the same energy now to start giving people some kind of hope. Say, okay, you know what? Keep your energy. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Be brave. Move to panel. Tell people, talk to Nigerians and hear what Nigeria will tell you. Go and tell Nigerians to wait. Something good will come out of what they are seeing now. And here the reply that will give to you. Let Jagajaga come off a road. Nigeria, I just want to say thank you anyway. I'm just here enjoying your program. It's really sad, but sometimes we laugh about it, but it's serious. It's serious. I have family members as well. And now you understand what I mean? The way they talk now, they don't even talk like that before. People that you don't even expect to call you, those are the kind of people that call you now. And when they call you, you can see the pain.
Thank you.
Listen, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Thank you, my brother.
The now has just gone back again to 1,400 to £1. And the other time he went down, everybody was saying, "Oh, they're doing something now. It's coming down now." And look, it didn't just jump again.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me leave the panel for other people to talk. Thank you very much. God bless you and bless you for the good work that you do. And everybody in the panel, I said hello to you guys.
God bless you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Let me pick this call quickly. Hello. Thank you very much, Madam Origin. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Hello, my people. We are still on this matter. It looks like, oh, God will help us. Mr. Niger Watch, God will continue to bless you. Bless you.
Amen.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless David Hunday. Bless all the people. That it's not, you see, I keep stressing this. It's not about Nigeria anymore. There is so much at stake. The fact that you come out every day continues to be an indictment to Nigerians and to the governors. You see, I keep telling the youth, anything you're doing, if you want to survive, if you want to get out of this quagmire, this evil, you must wake up every morning and say, I will not be like my elders. These recent ones, these current ones. I remember back in the days when elders were elders. And when I mean elders, is all of them. You all know I have one basket for all of them that have the audacity, they have authority, they have a say to what is going on, and they are keeping silent. Plus the pastors, the papagios, mamagios, the everyone is in this basket. The fact that you're not gaining anything, nobody is paying you salary, but you know something is wrong and you want it corrected. And these people are sitting there. They are sitting there. It is not about food, it's not about drink. It's about fundamental rights of humanity. That Nigeria, maybe everything that is now in Nigeria is now a culprit. Desecrating everything hallowed on planet Earth. What stops this? You see that Falana, that man, All of them, certificate forger is now legitimized. Drug peddling is legitimized. Identity theft is legitimized. Where? In Nigeria. How do these people sleep? Every day I feel like crying. I said, is this happening on planet Earth? Why are you people complaining of hunger? Hunger. The essence of humanity, the dignity of man is ripped off. And these people are talking of hunger. A man that is leading you, you don't know his name. You don't know where he is from. Every day, the laws are changed. Where on earth does this happen? And these people are sitting in Nigeria and they are mentally, I have dissociated myself from that country. It is nauseating. Anybody that is in Nigeria should cry for themselves. They are not Christians. They are not religious. They are idol worshippers. They worship money. They worship their papagios. They worship anybody that has a brother. They let them do whatever. Because how can you sit and you're eating food and you know in your heart that children are dying every day from drugs, drug abuse, they are overdosed and people are buying. And you people are sitting. Nobody is standing up to say what is happening. No respect for God. Maybe that's why God is even silent. Because these people have no respect for God. I haven't seen any respect for God in that country. Because there is something that he abhors. The Bible says his eyes are purer than to behold iniquity. And these people are eating iniquity every day. And they are sitting down. I'm disgusted.
Thank you. Thank you, ma. It's very sad. Very, very, very sad if you look at it holistically. Please, off your device, please. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello, this is Mr. Fact from nowhere, actually. I'm from somewhere, but I prefer to say nowhere.
Okay, Mr. Fact, you were the one that tried to join us earlier on, right?
Yeah, yes, but my laptop was shaky. I don't know why.
Okay. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, Nigeria's problem, it didn't begin today, frankly speaking. It started from the fathers of nationalism. The idea is that when you have a shaky foundation, eventually the building will collapse. So those people kind of had like behaviors of tribalism. They didn't bring what they got from abroad. Yeah, they came back here and began doing all sorts of things. But that's the past now. The idea now is that APC are trying to capture Nigeria or have captured Nigeria. And are trying to spread their wings off every state so that in 2027 they can have a chance to win the election with a landslide. And I don't know, I would prefer that we go and protest or something because it's even, I mean, there's no election in 2027. Just forget it. I don't know who is having hope. I don't believe anybody is having any hope. But there's not going to be any election in 2027. Nothing. We can keep on complaining. We can pray to Jesus Christ. The truth is this. The fact is looking us in the face. No election is going to happen. We are going to continue like this. They are here to destroy the economy. They are here to loot our money. They are here to steal our money, to suit themselves. That's why they have pot belly. They will steal to kill and destroy. They don't give a damn about Yoruba. They don't give a damn about Igbos. They don't give a damn about North. South, they don't care. They are here to steal your money and get out. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for doing this. God bless you.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, one more call, then we can move on. I can see Madam Deborah, you tried to call in so many times. I'm calling you back. If you're gonna pick, guys, please help us to press on the like button. Freedom Simple, good evening to you. You asked a question earlier on, who to blame, the government or the people who is looking at them. It's the people, it's the people. Madam Deborah, are you available to speak? You called earlier on. Good evening to you. Yeah, please go ahead, talk to us.
Nigeria Watch, good evening to everyone. I tried calling before, and thank you for calling back. Just want to make a quick contribution. Not really about, I think it's relating to what we're discussing. It's just amazing how the present President Tinubu is trying to amass a lot of wealth. And that's what he's going to do, because obviously it has worked for him in Lagos, how he amassed all this money in Lagos State. That was enough for him to buy the entire country, buy the election. I was telling somebody, I said, I don't even understand how come the people in Lagos State allow this man. I mean, I still can't understand, because if you look at the entire Nigeria, there's nobody in the political sphere, even in the north, that has been able to become a godfather for 30 years without opposition. And they just allow him to amass that so much power and wealth. And now look at the outcome. He's going to keep amassing all this money so that nobody can challenge him. Even as backward as the north is, there's no any one individual that has been able to amass all this kind of wealth for 30 years, being a godfather, and decide who become governor in Lagos and who does not become governor in Lagos. And everybody there sat down and nobody opposed it. And the same thing Wike was trying to do in Port Harcourt. He couldn't even do it for 3 months before the governor opposed him. And the same thing Oshomole was trying to do in Edo State, and Edo people resisted him. I still don't understand how come the people in Lagos allowed Tinubu for 30 years to determine the fate of Lagos without any opposition. And this is what gave rise to this whole problem. If they had risen up against him ever since he was doing this, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. The fact that they folded their hands and allowed one man to determine who is who becomes governor, and they all sat and let him get away with it. This is the situation we are, because absolute power corrupts absolutely. The man has gotten away with so much. For 30 whole years, one man was making decisions in Lagos, and the whole people were looking at him and allowed him. The entire Nigeria, I don't think we have anybody who did what Tinubu was able to do in Lagos without any opposition. So it's just what it is. He has gotten away with it for 30 years. It's sad that people allowed it to happen. But I don't think any other state or any other place will allow one man to determine to amass so much power, be a political godfather for 30 good years without any opposition.
Thank you.
And this is what we have found ourselves today. Thank you so much for your good work.
God bless you, ma. Thank you. You know, we are talking about Lagos. If care is not taken, the way Nigerians are going, I'll say that because with the way Nigerians are going, their silence and all that, Tinubu will be in power for that same 30 years in Nigeria. Yes, you can be in power, you know, with prosy. You can. He will be in power for 30 years in Nigeria. Constitution only allow 8 years. He will do his 8 years. He go leave. He go put his own person for there. That's what he did in Lagos, right? He only ruled for 8 years. But somebody just called in now, Madam Deborah, saying that Tinubu have had Lagos for the past 30 years. He can do that in Nigeria as well. When I don't know the one so, oh God. Let's move on, man. I talk. They say, wait till they talk. Wait till they talk for here. Wait till they talk. Okay. Let's move on, man. Let me come to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Are you going the reverse Nigeria?
No, Mr.
Thank
Alex
you very
is
much.
coming from Nigeria. You know now. We all call people from Nigeria.
We didn't say that. Go ahead.
But you already know that before now.
I thank you, everybody.
I'm calling from America now.
Yes, I'm always happy.
Ahead,
I'm always elected to be on this media synagogue, on this media domicile, this knowledge domicile, and Mr. Well, thank you for being our social media Harare, our social media Lollapalooza, our social media Colossus, our social media Kamikaze, and Nali Matenjere. I want to say thank you. May your days be long. May your bones never go weak. May you see good
All
things.
those names
Thank
for
you.
me.
I want to thank you so much for the great work. I thank everybody on your team, those we can see, those we can't see, those we can see on social on the comment section, and the panelists who are always here holding brief for some of us when we are incommunicado due to exigencies and emergencies, extempore and impromptu. I want to say thank you, all of you, viewers worldwide. I thank all of you. And of course, I want to say to those who also brought in these wicked people, I thank you. I'm sure you've achieved your mischief. You've seen the result of what you did. I'm happy that lady spoke about it. You know, some of our brothers, we respect you a lot because there is a saying in those days when I was growing up, you can never go to Yoruba land and not find a house with a graduate or a professor where they have that, you know, that respect. But I don't know how the massive invasion of Togri, how the massive proliferation of Agberoism, parochialism, chauvinism, and Parakboism among those who claim to own Lagos. You can see now that there is no Edo person or Igbo person or Hausa person buying bread cheaper across the nook and cranny of the country. You can see now that there is a common agenda to continuously impoverish you. You can see now that Peter Obi was not standing for the Igbos, he was standing for the future of this country. So everybody is now crystal clear to us, like the biblical mene tekel ufasi, that it's just a matter of time. The naira will go to 5,000 naira to $1. I said it here before during the pre-election campaign saga. So I want you all to sit, you know, tighten your seatbelt because we are on a very disastrous long ride, economically, security-wise, politically, in every area of life. There's no hope anywhere. The situation is hopeless, and it's going to consume everybody. Everybody. At some point, hunger will chase all of us out. So look at the animal. First of all, let me quickly congratulate Mr. George Weah for a smooth transition of power, for conceding defeat, for not going even to the courts, for not hiring talks to loot, to steal ballot boxes, for allowing free and fair elections twice. At first, it was a tight one. They went for a rerun. He lost honorably. There was nothing like Beaver switched off. There was nothing like INEC coming to read elections by barrel and paper in 2023. Everything was transmitted. I'm not saying it was perfect, but George Weah will live in our mind in Africa and the black race as a great man. Whether he performed or not, at least he must have done a little or something. But for allowing it like this, what we the so-called giant that has become an ant of Africa in terms of basic amenities, what we could not do. We just claim to be who we are not. We are the ant of Africa, to be honest, because of the wicked leadership that we have. George Weah, former World Player of the Year as a footballer. I see footballers, when they lose to a small opponent, they clap their hands, they exchange jerseys. Exactly what George Weah did. He reached out. He gave his speech that he will come and go. George Weah will come and go. Liberia remains, and we must protect our country. Go and listen to his speech. So, George Weah, thank you for being a symbol of transparency. Thank you for being a symbol of democracy. Thank you for being a symbol of maturity. Thank you for being a symbol of, not having this insatiable quest to be in power at all means, by all means, even if it means wiping out a whole tribe, wiping out a whole generation. Thank you for not telling your policemen to do what our police did during elections, enabling thugs to rig elections, destroying people's shops, killing people, setting places ablaze, telling people not to bother to come and vote if they are not voting for a particular party. George Weah, you were the president. You had the rights. You had all the power, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. But you said no. A great man is not a man that fights. He's not a man that has power. A great man is a man of peace. Thank you, Mr. George Ware. You have now become a symbol where they mention Nelson Mandela, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, where they mention Sekou Toure, where they mention Obafemi Awolowo. Of course, George Ware will be mentioned for a peaceful election, for admitting that he lost, that he will fight another day. That is political sportsmanship. I hope Mahmoud is listening. He should go and take a lesson from the Liberian INEC. Go and take a lesson. I hope the APC is listening. Festus Keyamo is listening. I hope Fani Kayode is listening. I hope all the APC political rats and cockroaches who went about spreading falsehood about Peter Obi and the Igbo tribe, I hope they are all listening. And I'm sure they will go and feed hungry Nigerians now. Fani Kayode should go and feed them. Kayamo should go and feed hungry Nigerians in Lagos, in Benin, in Delta, in Kano. I hope they will come and solve the economic problem now. Instead of being, going for the best, using criteria, following the rules, like George Ware and Liberia has done. In fact, I'm very happy for Liberia. I'm happy. Sierra Leone did the same thing. What is wrong with Nigeria? Look at what a governor is doing, using billions for rechargeable. How can he be buying rechargeable light and you're even announcing it? How much is a rechargeable light? How much? It's 25 or 35,000 naira. You are marking billions. That is the monkey nature of our politicians. Baboons, animals in human skin. They will always be, according to Mr. Fela and Nicolas Mokuti. So this is a country, this is where we found ourselves. We cannot carry out on a colloquy like a repetition of what we'll be saying on a daily basis. But we must continue to say it. How are the mighty falling? We'll say it in Gath. We will publish it in the streets of Askelons. Let the daughters of the Philistines rejoice. And of course, let those who are in the hills and valleys of Africa know the wickedness, the evil of Nigerians. No one single governor, apart from the Abia State governor, although who recently is encroached in some scandals that has not been confirmed, he has stood out recently. Nearly all the governors, brothers and sisters, no one is driven by ideas. No one is driven by education. No one is driven by innovation. No one is driven by history. No one is driven by law. It's all about money, materialism, marrying different women from all sorts, all walks of life, acquiring all the. Where are you going with all these things? Solomon had it. It's a vanity upon vanity. All this vanity. I saw a video you played, Mr. Najawat, where a president is saying these things are useless. These things, the Zambia president also said the same thing. And these things, we don't need them. How can I use $2 million to buy my car? Zambia president said so. How can I use millions of dollars to buy cars when we have cars there before? He said, I will not sign it. This money will be channeled into education for our people. Nigerian leaders can't talk like that. Look at the senators, overblown people. They're all, you can hardly find a senator in Nigeria that is fit, that talked about fitness. They're all overblown with the blood of innocent Nigerians, with people's money. Look at them, always looking like a round, shapeless figure because of wickedness. And you think you are enjoying your life, 24/7 air-conditioner life. You buy cars, $160 million per car because you don't want to fix bullet cars, because bulletproof cars, because you have created insecurity. And you are not thinking about the people. I've never heard an argument from a senator or a House of Rep member that will catch the eyes of the world. I've never heard an argument for 10 minutes that will go viral because a rep member or a senator is talking about the decadence or the lopsidedness of the country, addressing the unrest in the Southeast, addressing the electionary violence that takes place every 4 years. Right now, they are looting money for 2027 that we've not even gone past half of this administration. They are already amassing money. All this money they are borrowing, they are lying about this and that. It's all about 2027. Gentlemen, I'm a political scientist, a political guru, so I know where this ship is going to dock. It's about 2027 already. That's the wickedness of men and women. They are not caring about the naira and the dollar. They are not caring about the insecurity, about the food scarcity, about the disease ravaging our women and at the hospitals and the lack of medical facilities. They don't care about the transportation system. They don't care about the massive migration of our young men, young able-bodied men and women, doctors, lawyers, nurses, engineers, teachers. Everybody's on a bandwagon of exodus, living a great country, a great land, bequeathed to us by our forefathers, with the hope that we can forge ahead for our generations. The country needs to wake up. We need to wake up. We will continue talking. We will continue preaching until we all stand up and fight. We have to fight. I look forward to a day where some of these wicked men and women will scream for their lives in justice. I look forward to a day where they'll be lined up and their sins will be read out loud to them. The evil they've caused Nigerians, or the accidents orchestrated by bad road due to looted money to Swiss bank. I look forward to that day where it will be read before their eyes. A group of patriotic Nigerians will take over the realms of power and serve justice to those that need justice. And take this country and take the ship of state of Nigeria and turn it around and say, no, we are human beings. I look forward to a day where we will all we'll sit and say, yes, this is what we wanted. Where we will all come out and say, yes, we support you. Yes, return those monies. Yes, take that man away. Take that woman away. Let them face justice. I look forward to a day where the Nigerian Constitution will be taken in the public space and set ablaze, so that the people-oriented constitution will come up. A constitution that values human beings. A constitution that every tribe in Nigeria will be represented and they will contribute their quota. They will be recognized. I look forward to a day where this constitution will be sent back to where it came from. I look forward to a day where this nation will truly be a nation where human beings can live, not where animals live. Nigeria, have you been to some of our roads? You will weep. A nation that's a member of OPEC. You will weep. I look forward to a day where we'll have our own J.J. Rawlings and his friends, and they will carry out the much-awaited cleaning across the nook and cranny of the nation. It's not impossible. I look forward to a day that Nigeria will be a great nation, even if it's divided. We'll live as neighbors like Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and other countries like Switzerland and Italy are living as neighbors. I look forward to a day where all these things that are happening now will be brought to limelight and justice will be given. I look forward to a day where Deborah's case will be opened and people will face justice. I look forward to a day where people who don't want development will be driven to the corners of history. My own is just to let you know that some of us are not giving up on this country, either as a land or as a country. Obasanjo Awolowo told BBC that when he was asked what he felt about Nigeria, he said, I don't see it as a nation. I see it as a mere geographical expression. So if our founding fathers didn't see it as a nation, no wonder Ojukwu led that war. It was a peaceful negotiation that led to a war. It was not a war originally. So if we cannot exist together, let's go our ways. Why the wickedness? Why the electricity darkness? It's only wicked people that love to dwell and remain in darkness forever. That's our politicians. They are buying cars in darkness. They are reading budget in darkness. They are borrowing money in darkness. They are doing all they are doing in darkness. How can you develop in darkness? A man who do not talk about light is an evil man. A man who do not care about light is a very dangerous man. Jesus said, men love darkness because their deeds are evil. So our leaders love darkness because their deeds are evil. They are the ones bringing generator to the country, noise pollution, air pollution, environmental pollution. The decadence in our society, this cleaning, it will come. When Luther King Jr. was saying, I have a dream, most people in power did not believe it. They didn't see Obama coming. They didn't see today America coming. So I look forward to that day where we'll look back and say, yes, we did our bits. Malcolm X did his bits. His bits. We are doing our best. So Nigerians, never you feel discouraged, never you feel down, never you get irritated by what some parochial human beings are going to say. Don't you feel discouraged. It's going to happen someday. When I don't know, it's like the Animal Farm story. It happens sooner than expected. It happened sooner. It happened. They were looking at 10 years, 20 years. It happened in like a week. One day we all wake up to this cleansing. Cleansing in the north, cleansing in the east, cleansing in the south, cleansing in the southeast. Cleansing everywhere. All these leaders will be brought to justice. Even those who are going to hide across the globe, they will be brought back home to face justice. Public justice. Public justice. I'm controlling myself so much not to go against the rules of the platform. Nigeria Watch is so sad. It's so sad that people who call themselves human beings, whether they spend money or not on governorship, are lying, pretending to be spending billions on rechargeable lantern. Who are we deceiving? Who will believe this boogaboo, this political fallacious boogaboo that should be poo-pooed by every normal human being? So it's just a shame that human beings don't have sympathy. They don't have what it takes. When American billionaires are donating their monies to research, to cats, to dogs, even to human beings and to poor countries, we are having people who are stealing money made for pregnant women, maternity, made for roads, made for schools, for children, money made for, electricity, money made for transportation, money made for, development generally. They just believe in stealing and stealing. Come on, what are we doing with all this money? Like that woman said, Buhari has been ruling, like Buhari ruled. The woman said Tinubu will rule in proxy for many years. Is it you that said it? Listen, it happened. With all the money Abacha stole, where is it today? Mobutu Sese Seko of Zaire, where is it today? At the time, he was the richest man on the planet with about $8 billion. That's at 97 or so. Where is it today? Where is it today? So everything is vanity. Vanity upon vanity. Mandela said, I don't want to be remembered as the richest man on the planet. I don't want to be remembered as the most famous man. I want to be remembered for goodness sake, for humanity's sake, for justice, for equal opportunities for all races, in spite of their color. That was a rephrasing of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, that we should not be judged by the color of our skin, but by our character. So great men are men that read books and that they go back convictions and inspirations from other great men. You cannot hide it. Listen, let nobody fool you. Let them tell you they can use speech to bring the dollar to $100 to $1. No, you must produce. You must fix your refinery. You must allow a society where there is equal opportunities. You can't use mouths to make dollar and naira equal. It's not possible. When you are not exporting anything, when your young men and women are living, go to the airport, it's like a battleground. People are living in drones, in thousands, and your leaders are not consigned. There is no state of emergency. The National Assembly has not gone on strike to say no, until something is there about Nigeria problem, we are not sitting anymore. We are shutting down. They will not do anything like that because they are expecting bulletproof cars, expecting test email, prayer email on their account. Come on. Nigeria Watch, I would like to drop it here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. That was a wonderful submission from you as usual. And it's a very emotional one as well. Looking forward to those, statements from you to happen, to become a reality somehow, someday. But for me, when, is a big question because not every one of us that is ready for this to happen. I saw a comment earlier on the comment section, somebody saying that how can Nigeria allow Peter Obi to lose this or something like that? Yes, but the election, Supreme Court, they decided, and upheld Tinubu. Nigerians are not saying anything. So that means, even though it's even me, myself, that will come out tomorrow to go rescue Nigerians, they will stand by you. But when it gets to the time that I really need them, they might also leave me to carry the cross by myself. Like, yes, that's what they're doing now. I'm sorry, maybe this might offend some people, but that's the reality. Nigerians are not really there. I don't know. Some of them are sitting there saying Peter Obi said we could not protest. Some of them are saying that Peter Obi see this. Some of them are calling Peter Obi a Wayoma. Some of them are calling Peter Obi is this, but that. So everybody is already looking for excuses to blame this man. That is life for you. With me coming here every blessed day, one satanic person were blocked earlier on, some people think, okay, we come out because of the money. We want to make money. That's why we come out every day. That is the kind of mentality we have. Somebody was also commenting on on the somewhere in the on Twitter the other day, saying that Peter Obi should come and give account how much people donated for him. Look at the things that people are focusing on right now. You know, so this is the problem we all are facing, my people, because at the end of the day, we are also the ones discouraging ourselves not to do more. Sometimes when you look at the reactions from people, you just now because of these people, I say make I come out now and all that. Tomorrow they go beat me, and that's the fact. Some of the people that supported Mr. Peter Obi are already beating him today. I guess you all are seeing it on social media. You know, so me coming out every blessed day here. Nigeria Watch have always been 7 days a week for the past 4 years. 7 days a week is what we do here. But me personally was not 7 days a week. I come out maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. You know, while my staff they can take over from there. You know, but the media have always been 7 days a week. Every day is the media is on 7 days. For those of you that have been following us for a while, how can somebody come on the comment section to attack us, saying Nigeria Watch is deceiving you guys? Is just here to make money? This kind of thing is so discouraging. It's discouraging. You know, it's discouraging. We come here every day because we are playing our part, not for the human being to recognize it or to applaud us, but for God to recognize our path, to bless us with it. Because whatever you are doing, if you are not deceiving the masses, the people, you will be blessed by God. You will certainly be blessed by God, especially if you're not deceiving yourself or deceiving the people. Because the people cannot see your heart. It's only God that can see your heart. So that submission from my brother, Mr. Alex, triggered all these statements, saying that you look forward to the day we will see different things happening. You look forward to this day, look forward to that day. There's every probability that day will never come. Because the same Nigerian that will push you, go ahead, we are behind you, go ahead, we are behind you, they might certainly stay back. You will suffer alone.
And,
it's painful. That is what Mr. Peter Obi is facing today. People are waiting for Mr. Peter Obi to climb an Iroko and hold a microphone. Hello, Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, come out, go and protest. That is how low our mentality is. Now, because Peter Obi did not say that, some of them are already blaming him that, oh, he's a bad man. Peter Obi could not tell people to protest. He could not lead the protest. Could not do this. Could not. The whole thing is so discouraging. In case you guys are not aware, I'm just speaking my mind right now. Some of you might think, what is he talking about? Yes, because my father used to tell me, when people are judging your neighbor, you need to learn for your own self. Don't ever be happy because people are judging your neighbor wrongly. When they are judging your neighbor, you need to think for yourself, because the same people that are judging your neighbor somehow, someday will come to judge you. It's discouraging. I can off my media not to come on air for a whole straight 1 month. I can do it. Look at Mr. Peter Obi today, a man that put his life out there. God forbid if this man was killed. Now, some people still tell, anyway, make the enemy so rest in peace. The man not try. You not do this. In fact, Nigerians, do we really? I don't know if you guys deserve what some of us are sacrificing for you. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not sure.
Please, Nigeria Watch. I think you've spoken at length. Leave. Some of those people are agents of Agbado that they signed post-election job. Give them, go to Twitter, just be talking nonsense. It's not really that.
Do you know that most of the time I come here, I get $5 as a super chat for the whole day? Today now, it's only one person that super chatted me $2. Only one person. Do you think I come here to pressure people? Do you look at that money, that $2, or maybe more? No, I'm not here to pressure people who give me their hard-earned money. God bless them. But I want you to see the sacrifice. Do you think I pay my panelists that come here every day? So what about their sacrifice? It's only few of you that will call into this program that applaud my panelists. Many don't even look at them. Believe it's a normal thing for them to be here. Who told you it's normal? Do you know how many people that is consecrated to this channel? Go to comment section, you see some consistent, some repeated names there that is always with us 24/7. You don't applaud them, you don't acknowledge them. So when my brother said, you look forward to that day might not come. I'm telling you, because we are not really there to encourage ourselves. To be honest, we are not there. We are not there to encourage ourselves. That day might not come. Because if we are there to encourage ourselves, the whole street in the whole Nigeria is supposed to be filled up right now. Tinubu will come out to address us. The Supreme Court will reverse their decision. But nobody's on the streets. And we are hoping for that day. Which day? Which day? I'm just doing my part. I'm blessed. I'm grateful to God that I have the platform, because if we were to be borrowing this platform to do what we are doing today, therefore don't pursue us, come out. So yeah, we're gonna pack on alone, no can't go. Una don't to talk. That's human beings for you. That's why you should beg God to be privileged to so many things in your life. I pity for Mr. Peter Obi, to be honest. Despite that the man is a very humble person, humble man. You will never see someone like Peter Obi who come out to speak the way I'm speaking today, because he's not that kind of person. He doesn't want anybody to think otherwise about him. Magnus Oraka, people stoned him here the other day because he said one or two things against people, forgetting that Magnus is in Nigeria. If they carry gun, you shoot that man today, he don't go. He don't go like that. Everybody expect perfection from everybody. That's the problem. Why on earth will you expect perfection from a human being? He says something today, you applaud, and he says something tomorrow, you're not good again. Every other good thing way they do, let it go to hell. Somebody that lives in Nigeria that insults Tinubu every blessed day. His face is well opened. These are the people we should be encouraging. So that day my brother proclaimed or preached about, we might probably not see him. With this kind of postmodern Nigerians that I'm seeing, no. We might not see it. In fact, in case you're not aware, Nigerian politicians don't see you and I finish. They know send a match with them will not go fit do anything. I'm telling you. They know so will not fit do anything. No matter they'll go to church. You see where Shomola they talked 4 days ago, where the video I played here. When he told Cheung that no, you don't. This is a mainstream media, not social media. What does that mean? That Cheung should say things well, not like a social media people or something like that. They look down on you. They don't have no single regard for you. They know you can't do anything because you have not proven it that you can actually do something. We talk and discourage ourselves. Somebody that wanted to put 100% into what they are doing, you will see 1 or 2 person will come in and kill that zeal. Then you begin to ask yourself, what's the need?
Yes.
Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I'd like us to move on. Augustine, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, sir. I would like let me call on Give Us Amade to talk to us first. Is his turn right now? Give Us Amade if you're there.
You can go to him. Let him go.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Mashallah, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, the architect. I think so. You design something somewhere.
Now they keep me company.
No, because the way no. See the way the chief addressed it is after
Alex
Obayangban speak finish. He wanted a scholar to capture it. So, yeah, let a scholar capture it, and then we'll now come to us the socialist. The socialist. So let him capture it. The scholar talk, and then socialist will speak after him.
There's no junior here.
No, it's not
Oh,
junior. It's just we have
okay, okay.
Obayagban, we have the scholar, and then we have the socialist, and then
We have different grade. We have different grade.
the
Understand
Republican.
grade.
So
See,
Understand grade.
anyway,
let
the
him
thing
go.
is,
Let him go.
good
And
good
you know
evening,
when it comes to anyway, that means he's about to land. So let him land, and then we can take over.
good
Go ahead.
good evening,
Thank
good evening, everybody. Please, all protocols duly observed. Actually, I was taken aback, if I may say so, when Alex was speaking. I remember George Weah, and I have to quickly dig out his address. You see, George Weah, because we are now talking about post-election trauma in Nigeria and why people are behaving the way they are behaving. George Weah tried the first time when he wanted. They say he no go school. The guy finished football, he went to United States, think a university in Florida, did his bachelor's and did masters. Came back because he's committed to Liberia. Now, do you know what he did? He won the election. I remember he invited Paolo Maldini, JJ Okocha, all the African footballers, Didier Drogba. They came for his inauguration. All the Italian teams of AC Milan, because George Weah used to be the African Footballer of the Year and the first black man and the only black man so far to win World Footballer of the Year 1995 with AC Milan. So when they came after that, they were asking him. He said no. He said he must do. I remember the interview. He said he must do something for his country. That no matter how little, say he must do it. Do you know what George Weah did? But people do not know. Because Nigeria under IBB fought Samuel Doe also to liberate Liberia during the Ecomog War, George Weah felt that because of that type of diplomacy, he would like to repay Nigeria. George Weah contacted the Nigerian government to supply teachers, secondary school teachers, that will come and teach in Liberian schools. I was involved because I wanted to recommend some people to go. Look, that's to tell you how corrupt, how decadent Nigeria is. I contacted the Liberian embassy in London. I told them, they say, oh, yeah, so am I aware? I say, yes, I heard George Weah say it, and he went to Nigeria. That's what, after the handshake. The lady said, oh, thank you that you contacted us, but unfortunately, we are not the people in charge. I said, then what do I do? He said, what you should do is, we give you the address of Liberian embassy ambassador in Abuja. He said, contact them. They are the people that will do it. They are the people. So from UK, I contacted the Liberian embassy in Abuja. When I got there, I spoke to them. They were so happy. I said, what I want is what is the modality? What do the person need to do? Because I need to bring it to my people or to just to popular, to sort of advertise it. The lady told me, said, I think this is the first secretary. She said, it is not, we don't recruit them. It is left for Nigerian government to recruit them and forward the names to us. Our own is to do the consular aspect of it, give them clearance to enter Liberia, like we know the number. We forward them hand them over to our Ministry of Education. Ministry of Education will determine your area of specialty, if it's physics, mathematics, biology, English. Then they send you to the region where they want you to teach. I said, then what do you want me to do? Because I thought he said, contact Abuja, Federal Ministry of Education in Nigeria. Now their wahala start. Because I know saying that is what I should do. But I wanted to, really sample Liberia. You see how professional these people are. Then I went back to them. I said, somebody told me that I can do it. He said, no, we don't handle it. But if they approve or if you want me to put a word, I will tell the people that there are people coming to us. I said, no, let me do it my own way. Do you know I contacted Abuja Federal Minister of Education? They said, no, it's not the Federal Minister of Education, it's the Federal Minister of Foreign Service. Hey, trust Nigeria. I said, which phone do I use? They said they don't know, but this one works. The phone number they gave me wasn't going through. I went back to Liberian Embassy, called the lady, said, look, tell me the phone number to ring. He said, well, ordinarily it should be the Minister of Foreign Service, but I don't know why they gave it education. But meanwhile, try this he said it's executive director. He couldn't give me the name. He said, but I want to keep it secret because we are not supposed to be involved. But ring this number. His desk is directly in charge. So I rang the number. The person picked. I greeted, explained everything. Nigeria. I said, hi, it's my brother. I said, what I want is, how do I have people that will be interested, will be an asset to Nigeria to go and teach. You know what he told me? He said, who told you about it? I said, what? He said, who told you? How do you know about it? I said, well, it's in the news now. George Weah visited Nigeria. And because George Weah visited Nigeria, George Weah played football with J.J. Okocha. I begin talk all these things. He said, hey? He said, if he visits Nigeria, is he not there? I said, no, I'm only trying to know so that I can know if it's the form I have to fill or go to the website. It's okay. I'm going for a meeting. Call me back. I call him back that day. Answer. The second day I started doing it. You know what he told me? He said, if you know this, do you have this thing ready? I said, what is it? He said, I said, okay, I have my CV ready. If that is what you want. He said, no. I said, who is talking of CV? Oh, you just want to go to Liberia like that? You are not serious. He banged the phone. I rang again. He said, what will happen is come and meet me. Come and meet me at just one local hotel called in Abuja. I said, I can come and meet him there. Then it should be over the weekend, Sunday evening. So I can come and meet him there and then let me knock on. It's at least something in the neighborhood of 2.5. Huh? 2.5. That is million naira. Million naira. I said, can't you bring it down? He said, no. He said, in fact, I don't even know whether you are sent to come and implicate me. He called the phone. Till today, I couldn't get through. You see, why I have to mention this is Liberia, a country of about 4.8 million people, according to Google.
Oh, sorry,
now,
quick question there. Sorry to
yeah.
inter. Now, this is how they breed corruption. You shouldn't even pay a dime for that thing in the first place.
This is what they want.
You should not pay a dime for it. The number should be left open. As many as possible will apply. Then they do a selection. Whoever is qualified will now go.
These are the demons we have in these federal government parastatals. Those are one of the demons.
So what surprised me was the way the man this thing and then started canvassing, even said they didn't know. Then I wrote one article sent to the Guardian, letter to the editor. I later sent the email. They said they acknowledge it. I don't know whether they published it. I alerted them to that. Anyway, do you know why all this? I have to say it. Now, when George Weah, look at a president that loves his country, just because of this election. Now look at the handover. I mean, what can I say? Something like the speech after the election to concede that he lost, and then what will happen? Look at what George Weah said. Tonight, as we acknowledge the results, let us also recognize that the true winners of these elections are the people of Liberia. Through your peaceful and orderly exercise of your constitutional right to vote, you have once again demonstrated your commitment to the democratic principles that bind us together as a nation. Under my leadership, these elections were organized with a promise to the Liberian people, a promise of fairness, transparency, and credibility. I am proud to say that for the most part, we have fulfilled that promise. The Liberian people have spoken. Oh no, why should this thing? The Liberian people have spoken, and their choice will be honored and obeyed. Simple. The man gave way. You see, I felt ashamed. Let me tell you the truth. Today, if I'm in Nigeria and I'm looking for, let me tell you, because of this address, if I'm in Nigeria today, I would like to visit Liberia and see if I can apply for job in any way. I don't care the salary. This is what leadership is all about. Now, George Weah has given what they call seamless handover of power. George Weah becoming a president of Liberia, to be honest with you, it doesn't make him popular. What made George Weah popular was what he did with AC Milan in the football field. That is why the world knew George Weah. If you mention George Weah, if you ask people, do you know the president of Liberia? Some may tell you, I don't know. Have you heard about George Weah? Oh yeah, the one that played. That's what they tell you. So look at how the man did his own job and gave way. Look at what he planned for his country. Look at how he handled everything. Just like Nigeria was said, he may not have achieved so much, but the little he added, and that civility he showed, transparency. So already such a man, you can't be thinking whether he's corrupted, he looted his country. Because he was so happy. He even thanked the Liberian people and urged them to congratulate the winner, that Liberia is the winner, is the winner for it. This is how a country should be. And what is Liberia? A country that is not up to the population of maybe one big state in Nigeria. The resources there is nothing. They depend on other countries, on AIDS or United States. Even most of their companies in there are run by Americans or the ones that want to come there and do anything. What are they? Nothing. So when we now come out, when we look at what is happening in Nigeria, to be honest with you, I think Nigeria will implode. But, or in fact, not that Nigeria will implode, but the implosion of Nigeria is on the calendar. It's not because I know this suffering. People are pretending. Nigerian people are just pretending. Tinubu recruited thousands of youths just to go to disrupt what is it called discussion, because Nigerian discussion have left maybe the beer parlor in terms of because people do not have money anymore. It have moved to the Twitter. All these young boy people that voted for Obi and then that wanted a change, they are in the Twitter countering them. What they want to do is just when they move from one platform to the other and then be spreading hate and then be twisting facts. A liter of petrol, if care is not taken, we get to 5,000. I think that will jolt Nigerians out. When you say dollar is 1,000, $1, £1 to 1,004, 1,005, maybe people may say I don't have need for it. Maybe I'm not going anywhere, or maybe I'm in a rural area, I don't have need. But this price of crude oil, we get to 5,000 naira a liter because nothing is going to happen. This is a government that has got no agenda at all. The agenda of just let me have power, and when I grab power, all I need to do with it is just to say it is my turn. And because it's my turn, going about disgracing Nigeria. How on earth will a country like Nigeria be going to borrow? Borrow for what? For why? All we are talking is how to go and borrow money from here, borrow this from here, borrow this from here. Nigeria has tanked. Nigeria has grounded. Artificially, Nigeria is dead. I'm not right. That is technically, or not technically. In reality, Nigeria is dead. Nothing is ever. Nobody is even talking about power generation. Look at the state of the roads. Look at the level of insecurity everywhere. I don't want to then add it up to hunger. Every day you hear one type of nonsense. All I'm trying to say is that I know Nigeria will implode, and I know people will still come out to assert their right. But I'm trying to say that the threshold for Nigerians to react to me is too high, because 1% of what is going on in Nigeria in most countries is enough to trigger civil unrest. But because the threshold for Nigerians to accommodate a hardship is so high that maybe a liter of petrol at 5,000 naira maybe may help to trigger it. That's what I'm trying to say. But whether it will get to there before Christmas or maybe in the new year, it's not for me to say. But as far as I know, I do not see the need why somebody, even at the end of the useless election that Nigeria had, somebody will come in to tell me that we should be praying for, we should keep hope that one magic will happen, that this government will do what? Look at, there's no judiciary in Nigeria. Before us, we've now known that there's no judiciary in Nigeria. It depends on the color of justice you want. If you want red, you pay for red. If you want black justice, you pay for it. So this is just the situation in the country. It depends on how, when people said, when we Nigerians wake up from their slumber, the more we look, Liberia has left us behind. They fought Ecomog and we were sending them food stuff. Now look at where they've all gone. They did the election. Now, by now, everything is, they're not talking of inauguration. That's all. But
All right.
Nigeria is still talking about who won the election and who did not win. It's a shame, really. If people feel that all they could do is to keep quiet and then feel that somehow, somehow things will change, it's not going to change. Rather, Nigeria will be sinking deeper and deeper until such a time that you may wake up only to realize that even the money you feel you have in your pocket, there's nothing for you to buy. But must we wait till that time? Your guess is as good as mine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Augustine. Let's listen to Area Father, what you have to say here. Hold on. I don't know. My browser is not allowing me to share this. Why? These guys, I hope they have not started attacking.
Well, well done, no. I can't lie for you. I'm not a happy man at all. Because the way some of my street kings, they take act, the thing just wake me up. I'm not a happy man. Even all my pickings where I take my blood born, you dey hear me so? None of them, they Naija. They don't jack. Some they vex for me because I say, whether bad weather or criminals, they no fit drive me come out this Naija. Yes, Maka, I swear, I don't go front, I don't go.
A 70 years old man, I look like this. So 70 years old man.
Yes.
Let's go.
Back. I don't go side, up and down and beyond for this Naija matter. I mean, they don't beat me tire. Police don't tear gas me, lock me up for weeks inside cell. I no complain now. Many of my properties have been destroyed only because my mouth no fit stay one place. Yes, I don't protest. When some of them never even get sense of waiting these today criminals become the act they give us. Oh, now, some of my children for street, they yarn say, make I come out, can't leave them again because they want para. Now the one go come out, some people go, they tell me, say, hey, we day your back, we day your back. You go turn back, you know, see nobody. I beg, make I ask you one question. If them say, make your papa or your mama where they like 70 and above, where they yarn the kind things where area father they talk for this country matter. Say make it come out, come let protest. You yourself, you go agree. You go agree. Get why? Then they say elders where they for house. Now them know how then they take sleep. Oh Jehovah. My guys, I don't pay my dues when my blood they hot. I sort of pay dues, enter old age. Forget say, every day I still they look fresh like morning bread. Namio, Charlie, mama. News flash. Oh yeah, receive it. I don't decide say, I no fit come. They carry burden. Where I go need crutches to they take the walker. I have paid the way and held your hand. I beg, now time to make una use on our own leg walker this walker. And they always talk, say, Pekin, we do passing papa. Now correct Pekin be that. Any day, I see say, una mumu true, don't belly full ona. And I they hear say, millions of young people don't gather for junction. Now me go first come out. Because that time, I go know say jungle don't mature and everybody don't serious. If una want change in Naija, now una go fit do am. Shade them talk say, if you want something done, get up and fucking do it yourself. Yeah, no dey wait for Messiah. Make I tell you now, verily, verily, I say, Jesus is not coming tomorrow. Charlie boy is no longer a spring chicken and nobody can save you and your future if no be you. P2B don't open our eyes. He don't show us the road. He don't tell us what good leadership is all about. Get up. Use your voice. Talk the truth. Make we all come out for junction. Make we come out for this junction. Sometimes it be me like say our suffer never reach for us to act. Abia Mumu never bellyful us. Hey, Jesus, Lord.
You see, this is one of the things, it's one of the things I just talked about not long. When you sit down in your comfort zone, blaming other people for your misfortune, blaming other people for your setback. Peter Obi not tell us make we do this, tell us make we do that. You see people putting effort, doing their part, you blame them, you try everything possible to discourage them from what they're doing. That's Charlie Boy talking. We still call him Charlie Boy. Normally, we should be calling him Charlie Grandpa. He's already a grandpa, a 70 years old man or more. You know what that means? Yes, you don't pay dues. Me, I'm paying my own dues today. I'm doing my own part the only way I know I can do it. What about you? At the moment, go to social media. I mean, see the way Nigerians are distracted with rubbish things. That's when you get to understand that this is the reason why the politicians see us finish. They don't have any regard for us, no single respect for us. Thank you very much, my people. Let me call on the next person to speak to us. Give us a mandate. Please talk to us. Then after you, Contour Mashola.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to speak. Greetings to everyone. I'm glad to be here again doing this. I don't know how many people pay attention to that video. If you see how Charlie Boy actually ended that video, that should trigger some emotions on Nigerians. But sometimes you even ask even the smallest thing. Do Nigerians even pay attention to the smallest thing? Because even the bigger thing, they don't pay attention to it. How much more the smallest thing? So, if a 70 years old man can speak that way, and then the way he ended the speech, I mean, just left some emotion on the table. Hopefully, that people can actually realize and understand what he was saying in that video and can easily act. It's so sad, that we're still here today asking, or maybe our speech sometimes even look like you are begging Nigerians to eat the streets. And you ask yourself, how long are we going to keep saying this? Because ordinarily things like this will not happen in another country, and then the people would have taken the street, would have restored a more serious, competent, character, compassionate, and loving government. They would have thrown this evil out of
Sorry, my
city.
brother. Sorry, I just wanted to correct something. I said I'm 70 years old. No, Mr. Charlie Brown is 73 years old man. I just confirmed that.
Yeah, I
So
think you said there's 70 and above, right? So maybe that
exactly.
are
Yeah.
covered. So you are covered. Maybe you are covered. So um, uh, if things like this happen in other countries, they would have thrown the insane government out and then put a sane government, because you cannot see the president of the people walking on the street, and then the criminal drug baron is sitting there as a president selected by Mahmoud Yakub, and they still continue to do their evil. But Nigerians, Charlie Boy has spoken before Charlie Boy came out today. We continue to speak here and ask you, Nigerians, when are you going to actually, when are you going to be tired of all of this nonsense that is going on in your country? It's our country too, but some of us are privileged. It's just privilege, and then by the grace of God to be able to have other passport of another country. So it's just the grace of God. It's not like maybe you deserve it or is your right. No, it's just the privilege that God has given, and His grace that actually is shown on. And we're not saying that you don't have grace, and that's why some people actually live back in the country to be able to actually speak out against impunity, against evil. Now, let me touch quickly on CM's story of Liberia before we talk about the main news today. And that is where the bottleneck, all of the evil, the gridlock, everything, they just put them in between. And then they just bottleneck processes that should just flow seamlessly without any without any bureaucracy. But that person now asking you to come on a Sunday, the last time I checked, Sunday is a public holiday, virtually almost everywhere in the world. where official duties does not even happen. But that guy is asking you to come on a Sunday to an hotel where it's not even his office location so that he can perpetrate his evil, be able to steal from you. And then in the long run, you paid out 2.5 million and the person will not even end up getting to Liberia. Something that should be free, seamless, without any bottleneck or without any rigor. Nigerians will do anything possible to make sure they make it they make it a bottleneck process. Wickedness of the highest order. They take advantage of people. Look for a little means to steal every little hole they want to steal from the people. Is that not what the criminal drug baron did in Lagos State? He took advantage of the people. And like that last caller, the caller said earlier, for 30 plus years, this evil man is still parading himself as the governor of Lagos State in proxy. And Mr. Elvis said something very salient. You may think this guy he has ended with Lagos. Open your eyes wide because he's about to replicate the same thing in the national. Should you guys allow this to continue? This guy will do it. And you cannot do anything about it if you don't stand up right now. Because you have everything to stand up against this impunity, but everyone still walk around the street like as if nothing happened to them. Something is happening to you all. Everybody is suffering. People are dying in their numbers. People are being fired every day because of this evil. And the very first thing he did was to compromise everything. He compromised the police, he compromised the army, the naval, he compromised the highest level of judiciary is now compromised because this criminal drug baron wants everybody to be on the same level. He wants to put everybody on his level because if everything is compromised, then what court are you going to go to? Everything is compromised for God's sake. So you may be a professor, you may be a doctor, but with this criminal drug baron in that seat today, you all are the same because he has compromised everything. Judiciary is compromised. Everything is compromised. Nothing is working because of what? This criminal, this convicted criminal, and it's not allegedly. It is on black and white. This guy is a criminal drug baron. This guy is convicted. He's a convicted criminal. He's a career criminal. Now going to Lagos State. It's only sad that it is happening in Lagos State. But you know what? What more can you expect? We can say, oh, if these people if they build the house illegally on those tunnels or on those channels, then you don't have anything to say. You have something to say because in the very first instance, who sold that land to the people that built the house on that place, on those land? Who sold the land to them? You cannot tell me that before any structure goes up in Lagos, the Ministry of Land, the Ministry of Town Planning will not go and check that property. And I'm speaking from my experience. I mean, I was able to supervise my dad's project in Ijaniki, just behind the federal government college. From when they laid the foundation to when the house was completed before I left Nigeria. Every phase of the project, you see them come and ask you questions. They even inspect your blocks. They see what you are building. So before those people, before my brothers, before they build on those land, somebody sold the land to them in the first place. Somebody inspected those projects to see if they are of quality, of standard, before they finish those properties. So where was the government when the lands were sold to the people? Where was the government? Now all of a sudden you just realize that they built their house on tunnels, on drainage, on canal channels. But where were you before they started building their houses? Well, you're not there. You took money from them. You took money from them. Omonile sold land to them. They got document from the states. You took tax from them. Now all of a sudden, you destroyed their houses. And you didn't even do it. I mean, these guys are crazy. They are wicked. They are satanic. Christmas is down the line, and you're rendering people homeless without providing alternative for them. The last time I checked, in civilized community, in civilized countries, you provide a subsidy for the people, and then you tell them, you serve them notice first. You hear that, go away from here, get the notice, go away from here. The government will provide you something. We either give you financial remuneration. We may not pay everything, but we're going to give you some substantial amount to either rent a house or relocate yourself, because these structures will be going down. Well, sorry you build here. Somebody should have told you. But they're going to do it? No. Does the governor live in a civilized country before? Yes. The wicked governor lived somewhere. Yes. He lived somewhere some years ago, before his ass was sent back to Nigeria because of the criminal acts that he did in the US. So they know what to do. They know how to do it. But doing it is their problem, because of tribalism, because of hate, because of bigotry. And the people they are folding their arms and allow this to happen to them. You can fight. You all can fight. And you should fight. Because this is evil against humanity. This is evil against humanity. This is evil against a people. And this should not be allowed to go down like this. You all should fight against these people. You can fight them. You can bring them down. And you should fight. Because they know the land we sold to you. They got your money. You paid them. They came to see those properties. The last time I saw the video, one of those properties like a mansion, bigger than the houses that some of us may even probably have in Western world. Structures. So are you going to tell me that those properties we are not investigated? We are not seen before they went up? No, they know. Someone who knows. Tinubu knows. But Abiamole knows. The vice governor, the evil men, they know. They all saw it. Why is this happening now after the election? Evil men, wicked men, don't care. Now, people living in those various homes, they have children. Now their children are rendered. This is evil against humanity. You all can fight. Nigerians, Lagosians, you all can fight, and you should fight. You all can fight. They are men. You also a man. You can fight them. You can bring them down. You can fight them. You can bring them down, and you should do it. You have children living in those various homes before. Now they are rendered homeless. Children. Now we either go and squat with their family members, and if you cannot squat with your family members, you have to go and live in your church. Some even end up sleeping on the streets. Wicked men. Wicked people. You can fight people. You can fight. You all should fight against these evil men. You should fight against them. You should bring them down. You can do it. Enough of this evil. Enough of this wickedness. You can fight. And you can fight against them. Unafi fights them. Unafi bring them down. It's enough. One of those houses brought down should be running in their millions, hundreds of millions naira. You can fight them. You can bring them down. You should not allow this to go like that. You can do it. Now talking about Falana. Falana is a man of many colors, a chameleon, a satanic and evil lawyer. And I can say that. I can say that, and you can challenge me to that. And I don't have any apology for it. And I can say it anywhere. You can sue me for it. I mean, we're going to meet in the court. Because these same evil people, they saw what happened at the presidential tribunal first. They saw what happened at the Supreme Court. Now, You said that the tribunal judgment against the governor should be reviewed. What happened to the presidential judgment that was passed? Falana, where were you? Were you not in Nigeria? Were you not in Nigeria where the judgment was passed by the evil justices of the Supreme Court? Were you not in Nigeria? You are an evil man, Falana. You are satanic. You are a chameleon. I know you. You have many sides. If you're listening to me tonight, you have many sides to yourself. But Falana, Omo Yoruba ni mi. Omo Yoruba Kombele ni mi from your state. Any binio Falana, any binio, you are a wicked man. You are satanic. You are evil. Because you saw what happened at the presidential election. You didn't say anything about it. You saw the judgment being passed. You and Agbakwagba, you all saw that judgment. You already asked for the review of it. Why are you asking for this to be reviewed? You are evil. You are evil. You are satanic. You are delusional. Anyone listening to you should think about their lives before listening to you. You Falana, you are evil. You are satanic. You are destroying Yoruba heritage because of your bigotry, because of your evil. You only talk to where you leak from. Where you don't leak from, you don't talk. Evil man, wicked man, satanic agent, evil people destroying our country. You ask him question, he dance around on the chair like as if he's dancing disco. Evil people, wicked man. Only sad that you guys enjoy free education in Nigeria. I am sure you even got scholarship from Nigeria. You became learned. You're so eloquent, you can speak well. But today you sold your conscience to the evil people. You're evil people. The same thing that war. You're wicked people. I am sure you all got scholarship from Nigeria. But today you're kid the education system. Evil people. I am sure Ghani, people like Ghani, if I hear me, will be looking from heaven and asking God, what kind of Nigeria is this? Because you saw what happened at the presidential election. You didn't ask for a review. They are discrediting the place, the highest place in the land, the court of law. There's no justice for the common man anymore. Everything is destroyed. And now you can speak about a review for a governorship election. As much as that judgment needs to be reviewed, what happened to the presidential election, Falana? Any be wicked man, satanic people, evil agents. Let's go back to Lagos. In Dibos, I call on you. And where many Yoruba people like me that stand with the Igbos and the Awusas that stand with the Igbos, we all can join hands together and fight these evil people. We can fight them out of power. We can chase them out. It's been done. We can do it again. Babangida must go. Happened. Tinubu must go. And we can make it happen. That is a simple ideology behind Pa Charlie Boy's statement that we can hashtag Tinubu must go and he has to go now. We can do it. So to my Indibo brothers, to my Yoruba brothers, the Omoluabis, and to the well Ariwas, standing as a Nigerian, we can stand as Nigerians and we can fight these evil people and we can chase them out. Let's talk to ourselves behind the scene. We can plan it, we can do it, and we can chase them out. Thank you very much, Mr. Helvis. I am sure history will not forget you. History will be kind to you.
Thank
You
you.
may not understand what we are saying today. I am sure if you open YouTube today, you can bring up Nelson Mandela's video. I am sure if you open YouTube today, you can bring up Bangla Must Go video. Some people stood in front of that. They gave their platform like you gave yours. Like you are giving yours today. They gave their platform. Nadeko can never be wiped up in the history of Nigeria. Some people stood for it. History will be kind to you and your household.
Amen.
Lagosians, once again, Yoruba, Indibus, Ariwas, that is standing as Nigerians, we all, both in diaspora and in Nigeria, we can come together, plan something, and chase these people out of power. We have the energy, we have the power, we can do it. Let's do it to save our country. Thank you very much.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. Thank you for your wonderful submission. God bless you for being there. All right, let me come to Mashallah. Then we'll come to Mr. Kenny. Mashallah, please talk to us. Good evening to you. Thanks for your patience.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, panel. Good evening, Nigeria Watch family. I'm looking at those videos today, especially that video in Port Harcourt, companies leaving, reminded me of Akran in Lagos. As a small child, going to the office, my father worked in Dunlop, and every time you go on that road, you are seeing people moving to work and closing from work. At this time, people were working. I never knew that people even work on the building sites. You saw FT men, everybody, ladies, women moving to work every evening, every morning, afternoon shift. These same people ruling us well. If you find that some of them will maybe work there or maybe board of directors, they've killed all these companies. And the painful part is everything Nigeria is losing, it is the gain of Ghana. The last time I checked, Dunlop left Nigeria and went to Ghana. Now I'm just saying that is it this entire company left to Ghana too? Everyone is going to Ghana.
Even GSK, Glasgow Smith Kline.
Everyone is going to Ghana. And these useless people, old useless men in government, can't think. They can't think. They are happy. Things is getting bad every day. On that road, I can count companies. Mayor Baker was there. Najarat was there. So many companies, Vitafoam, on just one particular road between Ikeja and that, before you get to Agege, you can count. I think the only company that is still there, that is still there, Guinness. And that's if Guinness are not left because we are drunkards in Nigeria. You can't leave. That's the only company that is left. I'm so sure. Liver Brothers is still there. I don't know if it's still there. Are these people happy? Are they happy that companies are going? They are leaving Nigeria to go to Ghana. What is it in Ghana that we don't have? And what is in Ghana that we cannot provide for ourselves? You are buying yachts, you are signing money, billions. The Oracle Nigeria got Abacha. I can only an Oracle that died and still releasing money to us. And yet we can't see make use of the money. We are borrowing. It's just a shame. The building that are demolishing left and right. The painful part is, what kind of canal do you want to do that you remove buildings that big? How big is this canal that you can't divert it?
You have distraction on your end, my brother. Please stay one place, Mama Chola. We are hearing noise from your side. Thank you.
So Jana is, what kind of canal do you want to build? That you want to build and building a full site? How large is this canal? And is it that this canal cannot be diverted? Looking at that video, I can see road construction on that road, on that video. Who give them permits? If the landlords of that area can gather themselves and sue the government of Lagos State, that will be the best fit for them. Because if these people can build and move into their house, they got permit from government. Those drawings have stamp on it. Somebody signed.
Mr. Mashallah.
They paid. They have receipts.
Mr. Mashallah.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Sue them to which court?
He's not Nigerian court now. Take it outside because we don't have judgment in Nigeria. Ghana said, take it outside.
But the last time I checked, Nigeria is a sovereign country, right?
Yes. Unless ECOWAS
when you can't get proper judgment in your country, take it outside.
Unless ECOWAS court.
See, I can bet you.
They should even write ICPC. International Criminal.
After demolishing these houses, just wait. After some time, you will find that somebody has brought up it as an estate. That is how they are. We are wicked to ourselves. The APC guy that is crying, please continue crying, no, but your cry doesn't make sense.
No, don't believe that guy's cry. His cry is
No,
don't
no,
believe
wait,
it.
I have a message for him. His crying should not be inside the house and put it on internet. He should cry and come out and gather people with himself, let them go to one church and start protesting. They will know he's crying. Gather everybody that's having the same issue with you and gather and start disturbing the government that we are not enjoying ourselves. We voted for you, we prayed for you, we did everything for you. Gather them again. The same way you gather them for election, gather the same kind of one, start complaining, protest. Then let APC arrest APC. They will know, yes, you have done something. Not you shouting and making noise. Because the government is not, they don't care. These people don't care. For the oil block, Mr. Tinubu, that's his main achievement. Oh. The oil block is his main achievement. When Peter Obi was saying whoever is selling crude oil is government, he is one of them. Because a common man that cannot buy a vessel, he's the one that has that kind of money to buy a vessel or rent a vessel. So those are people stealing our money and our oil. And since then, Obi has said this thing. His government has come in, they have not said anything towards that place. It's like, his rights. They're not looking towards that end at all. Nobody said anything about that end again. The story has ended. No more surveillance on that area. Any surveillance is just to be kept under the carpet because they are all looting. He wants the oil block he's saying is from my village. Some days ago, I was looking for a file on my computer. I saw those pictures. I wish I have a way of sending those videos and pictures to you. You see where this is where F was before. It's a village, my village. There's nobody on in that place. They have, I think, 32 oil wells. We call it a village, oil well village. This is how wicked they are. He's going to buy it, corn oil. Corn oil refused to sign understanding with the community since to come there because they are looking for money. They want to just do it from backyard. Wickedness will not, it will not go far. I know Charlie Boy has spoken. The young youths that are in Nigeria, if you are not tired, we outside Nigeria are tired. And we cannot come to Nigeria for you and do protest. December is around the corner. If you can eat gari on Christmas Day, that will be lovely. But if you can't eat gari that day, I bet you people should not come and start protesting. Because I know nobody will be able to buy chicken. Nobody can buy chicken by this December. You will not be able to buy chicken, not talk of rice. It's not a cost, it's not a swear. I know an average Nigerian won't be able to buy chicken. Maybe they'll be selling chicken ham one by one in parts for you, like they're selling goods. Because that's what you want. Because you are sitting down inside, you are not complaining, you are not quarreling. So, Charlie Boy, I said, he has done his own. I was a small boy when that guy was always coming out. He's child of my class, my junior brother's classmate. So I know him very well. That man is old. You guys say that old man to be coming. He has said it already. If he's coming at that age, it's like saying your own father or your uncles to come out and protest for you. They keep telling you you are the future of tomorrow. But yet, the future of tomorrow is lying down watching Big Brother. Your future, you are using to watch Big Brother. All the mineral resources, they will steal it and steal Nigeria blank, and there will be nothing for you to get. They are grooming up their own children to come and take over. That's the next stage. Once Tinubu leaves now, it's their children they will put in, and then they will bring them to come and rule over you. It is high time you come out and protest. Protest is not a crime. They didn't say break glass. They didn't say carry stick. Block the road, protest. Finish. That's all you need to do for 30 days. And then the world will come and listen to you. Nobody will listen to us if you be in your house and complain. Because we are not outside. They feel we will like it. Because you can still afford to buy food, you can still afford. It will get to a point you can't buy anything again. You can't buy anything again. So Nigerians, the earlier you come out and protest, the better for you. Femi Falana, you have just fooled yourself. You have just fooled yourself for him coming out at all. Now, as a person, now I cannot say lawyers are liars. I always say it when I was in school, telling them lawyers are liars. Now you have just said it. Let me know that yes, you are really liars. There's no truth in any lawyer's mouth. is all lies. As old as you are, have gray hair. Majority of your age mate, government sponsor them to school. They have sponsorship. See why? Just like you are saying, somebody wants to take people to the Liberia to teach. These same useless old people got finance from government. Majority of them, if you go and check their certificate, check their details, they got federal government sponsor them abroad to school. Ask them how many Nigerians have been taken to school abroad now. How many are federal government sponsored out? The only one we can know is Amnesty, which we don't even know how credible it is. It's just wickedness, and they are saying it. They are doing it intentionally because we are quiet. Some will want to buy very anointing to even say it on TV. The charge fund for who? The charge fund for your offices. The money you use to buy a charge fund, you buy solar panel and put in the old government house there. You have power in the old place. If it's because of power, you're buying solar fan. You want to buy a chargeable fan. Chargeable fan is for market women. Someone that's working in the office, you're buying chargeable fan for them. It's not even a shame. You can't say Lagos State has solar panel powering the entire structure, powering everything. You can't be bad because people don't have idea. A thief always think of stupid things to use to get money. It's obvious that people are just thieves. How much is solar chargeable fan that everybody has in their house? An average Nigerian has that thing in the house, and you're calling 2 billion. 2 billion for the 2 billion. That 2 billion will set up a factory. That 2 billion you're talking will set up a factory if you're not wicked. The 2 billion you want to carry abroad. I know that 2 billion, either is naira, whether it's pounds. Bring the 2 billion and give somebody, give an Igbo man. Their factory, they will set it up in Nigeria. He wants to go and buy farm 2 billion. And just watch. Let me stop here.
Thank you. Thank you, Amachala. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your submission. Okay, the last person on the panel, which is Mr. Kenny. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. I'd like you to talk to us. Mr. Kenny, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I can hear you.
Yes. I guess you followed up with the video we presented today, right?
Yeah, I followed up, but I didn't. Where I watched is this Lagos where they demolished the building, all those buildings. I watched it before,
Okay,
when I
talk
was at
about
home.
what you
I
watched.
watched it, So what I'm
Thank you.
trying to say is that,
We have
like,
noise on your background, sir.
yeah, sorry, I'm still at home. Just that I can't let go this program. I'm so sorry.
Your submission needs to be brief because the noise is too much.
Yeah. The thing
Please.
is that the Southeast, the governor, we have 5 governors in the Southeast, Why can't they just donate money and build a seaport in Southeast? That is not too big for them to do. So that those Igbos in Lagos, because those Igbos in Lagos, they are there.
Anyway, it's already in process. It's in progress in
finish,
Nigeria.
Let him finish,
Okay,
sir.
sorry.
We'll talk to that later.
Like I know that those Igbos in Lagos, they are there because of that seaport. That's the major reason why they are there. In Lagos, there's nothing in Lagos. If you remove the seaport, remove the international airport, there's nothing in Lagos. Nothing. Because I saw those buildings today, I was shedding tears. I know that they did it purposely because of the way the Igbo troop out to vote for Peter Obi. That's the reason why they are doing all these things, and which is very bad. On the behalf of Igbos, I'm begging for those governors, they have to do something, which is very important. The Igbos need to have their own seaport, have their own international airport, which is very important for the Southeast. Because the Igbos, they are the backbone of Nigeria. Anywhere they are, they develop that place. So they cannot, the Lagosians or the governor cannot treat them this way. They cannot treat them. If all Igbos leave Lagos now, there will be nothing. That's how Sanwo-Olu want to buy chargeable lamp of 2 billion. Without the Igbos, he cannot do it. Because Igbos have the major asset in Lagos. So I know that God will do everything. I wish tomorrow make more comments. So thank you so much.
That's fine, sir. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Your voice is very, very important to us. Thank you. God bless you. All right. We have Augustine, do you want
Okay.
to
Yeah.
respond
Yes.
to that?
Just one minute.
Okay, go
Thank you.
ahead.
Thank you, Oga Kenny. Yes, it's in process somewhere in Abia. It has started. They're dredging it. It has started. So thank you for your observation. But the governor of Abia State has taken it upon himself and is working on it. Hopefully, it will be delivered within a couple of years. It may not take time, but something is being done about that. And we recognize the difficulty that people from the southeast face in Lagos. It's just due to the criminal tendencies of the government of Lagos. You can't cut your nose to spite your face. But in the end, we shall see. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Augustine.
But sorry, sir, I have a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
So, apart from asking the governors in the southeastern part of Nigeria to build a seaport, in the first place, the last time I checked, there are some things that are on the concurrent list and then the current list. If my knowledge of government still serve me right. Now,
No,
go ahead, sir.
It's not exclusive. If it's concurrent, it means federal can do it, state can do it. So it's on concurrent list. That is the meaning of
Okay.
that. When it is on, so both anybody can do it. If it's
That's
exclusive, it then means it's only federal, but it is not exclusive. It's now on concurrent list. So
okay. So that being said, but in the first place, the duty of the government to its citizens is to provide security.
yeah.
Every Nigerians have the right to live wherever they want to live in the country, regardless of whether they are part and parcel or maybe they are maybe origins of that place.
All right.
So I'm going somewhere, and so I understand maybe that's been taken out of the exclusive list and then put on a concurrent list. But for no ground should anybody, either an Hausa live in Lagos or a Yoruba man live in the north, and then we are asking that no, for me, they have the right to live where they want to live. We should address the main trouble. The issue of tribalism, the evil of this bigotry and hate should be dealt with. Because the Nigerian belongs to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thank you. Madam Ifi, it's good to have you on the panel. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Thank you. Is it your first time here?
Yeah, live. Yeah, I watch from behind, but this is my first time coming live.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Where are you joining us from? Which country?
US.
US. Okay, thank you so much. I guess you followed from the beginning of this broadcast, right?
No, I did not. I just walked in now and I logged in and started.
But you are aware of what we're talking about, right?
I've been following you. I know you're talking about Nigeria issues. The problem
okay, today we are actually focusing more on the demolition that happened in Lagos.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that demolition. And do you want me to talk about?
Yes, if you can talk about that, that would be nice. Thank you.
Okay. Hi guys. Hi everybody. I'm sorry. Some things I would say, some people are not gonna like it, but that's how I feel. I mean, if you don't like it, that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I am a typical Igbo girl from the southeast, and I will honestly tell you, I don't have no problem with the governor of Lagos State. I don't, not even for once. I don't have no problem with Tinubu, not even for once. The problem I have is with the Nigerians in person and in particular. In terms of demolishing the houses in Lagos, I don't blame the governor, I blame the Igbos. And I'm not being tribalistic, but it has gotten to that point where we need to speak up and call a spade a spade. This is where I stand, and I've been saying it, and CM knows where I stand. Igbos should go home and develop your area. That is where I stand. I will be one of, I don't want to curse myself, that will be one of the person that will ever put money in Lagos State. I will never do that. Imagine in this time of hardship, who sold the land to them? Somebody sold the land from the government to them to develop that place. And all of a sudden, you wake up one morning and all of a sudden, boom, everything about you, all your investment is gone. I mean, in this economy where we know that things are very hard and very difficult. So if you are in your state or in your place in the southeast, we have a lot of lands to develop. Why everybody is rushing to Lagos? I can understand that. I heard a brother said something about if we can have our seaport. I agree with you. And not only that, if we can have international airport, one international airport, no matter how small it is, trust me, they're gonna decongest Lagos. But they don't want to do that because they want to suffer. They want the Igbos to continue to pay the money they are using to afford the lifestyle they are living, including their families. So imagine how much Lagos State is paying Tinubu every month. Imagine, look at what they're saying that Shonwolu spent a month on rechargeable fans. I mean, what kind of is that? What kind of is that? I don't get it. These people purposely try to keep punishing Nigerians every day. How can you look at our so-called president is in Germany telling people to come and invest? Invest where? In a country where you don't have no security. In a country where we don't even have electricity. You don't need to, when you have a developed country, when things are working in your country, you don't need to go and call investors to invest. When they look at your country, that will attract them to come and invest. Instead, the remaining ones that are sitting in your country, they are leaving. So who want to come and invest in Nigeria? Tell me, even Nigerians don't even want to invest in their own country. And you're telling me that somebody from a different country will come to Nigeria and invest. Are they okay? China don't need to call anybody to come and invest. America, all the developed countries. How did we even get here? Greed. The other time on another platform, I mentioned that we spent over 160 million to buy a car. You borrow money to buy a car for your senators. Nigerian senators are the highest paid senators second highest paid senators in the whole world. Second, and we are not doing anything. We don't even have it. We are broke. We borrow money to feed to pay salaries. And some of those people are still owed. In a country where I don't even know how much minimum wage is at this point. I don't think it's up to 50,000 naira. Even if it's 100,000, what is 100,000 naira? It's literally, let's say, $100. How did we get here? And nobody's doing anything and nobody's saying anything. I was just reading what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer said. If you're going to demolish their houses, grant their referendum, let them go. Let them go. You don't want to restructure. You don't want referendum. You don't even want to develop the country. And excuse me, panel, when I say people go their separate ways. When you guys keep talking about one Nigeria, BC and CM, you all know what I mean and where I stand. You keep talking about one Nigeria and you expect me to go to North and find a job and they will give me a job. How is that possible? I cannot. I can't go to Lagos State government and get a job as a typical Southeastern girl. But I can do that here. I can find a job, stay here where I am, and find a job in any part of the state or a country that I want to go. So how is that one Nigeria? Why is it that one particular tribe is being persecuted, punished? For what? Just because they want to leave. I don't understand how long this is gonna last. But you know, my only happiness is all of us are buying from the same market. Both the APC, PDP, all the political parties. So there is no way I can go to the store to buy something or buy fuel. They're gonna ask me, can you produce your APC card? Or can you produce your PDP card? It's not possible. We will all pay the same price, including the senators. Even the money, somebody posted, I think he said Nsoka Enugu Expressway. It was in a mess. It's a mess. I saw a big tanker got stuck. What are we doing? We can't even fix our road. I think it was one of the platforms. Somebody was saying something about shock absorber, that every time he has to repair his shock absorber. I have to ask, what is shock absorber? I don't know what that is because I've never replaced mine. I mean, ever. You don't have no job for these graduates. Somebody was asking the other day, what is the essence of going to school in Nigeria? And that's a good question. What is the essence of going to school in Nigeria? A school where you can graduate, but you won't have no job. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he said, let me tell you something. Businesses don't do well anymore. It is the services. I said, what do you mean services? He said, like the one my sister is doing. She's doing well and other stuff. And he's telling me that he's going to start cleaning business. He said, any investment, anything you put your money in it, just know that it's going to be a loss. He said, people are struggling. People are struggling. I understand inflation is all over the world. Unemployment is all over. But even in this country I think every month they have to bring out the unemployment data for us. I think the last month was 3.2. And they're still complaining. Who did we offend? I hate when people keep mentioning God. God is not going to do anything for us. We are so lucky. We are one of the luckiest countries in the whole world. We don't even have natural disasters in Nigeria. We don't. Imagine if we have natural disasters. Imagine what will happen to that country. Imagine if we have winter in a country where there is no electricity. Imagine how people will be dying. God gave us everything. So God is not going to come and fix Nigeria for us. It's going to take human decisions. And if we don't fix Nigeria, the so-called Nigeria, if we don't fix it, it's going to sink and sink and sink and sink. Under 6 months, 7 months, Nigeria has borrowed about how many trillion naira? We are about 80-something or 70-something, and they already borrowed how much? Making it about 87 or almost 90 trillion under 6 months. Imagine what is going to happen in the next 7.5 years. If Nigerians, if we don't rise up against this government, it breaks my heart to see the youth coming up to defend these people. What is it to defend about them? We don't have health care, but you have to budget 1-point-something billion naira for the office of the First Lady. What is she doing? Office of the First Lady is not even in the Constitution. So every government that comes in, they're going to change vehicle. In America here, they don't pay, the government does not provide vehicle for their senators. You only pay your salary. You come to work with your own car. Our president is busy traveling everywhere, but not bringing anything back home. I don't hate Tinubu. I think if he's doing a great job, I know people will be like, okay, let us work with him. But we're sinking in and getting worse and getting worse. My message to my Igbo brothers, Igbo sisters living in Lagos, when they bring your properties down, honestly, I don't show no mercy. I don't blink for 1 second. Go home and develop your place. Let us build our country, our side, our home. You're investing millions and billions in Lagos. Look at Southeast. They don't even have lands no more. Somebody was telling me they are pushing to Ogun State now. People are moving to Ogun State. I said, just because of what? But we have lands back home. Nobody to develop it. I remember growing up, people from the South will come to the East to buy market. I don't think that happens anymore. It doesn't happen. Everybody's rushing to Lagos. Why wouldn't you be slaves to them? Why? We are slaves to them. Let's call it spade a spade. We are slaves to them. Let me just stop it here. But anybody, Aisha Yusuf, if you listen to what she's saying, I just wish we can have 10 of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Ifia. I'm very, very grateful having you to put in your voice here today. Yes, that is where we find ourselves. It's very fortunate, and I hope your message go far, to the concerned Igbos, our Igbo brothers and sisters, most especially those ones in Lagos that feed their not comfortable or they be treated unfairly in the state, so they should take decision on their own. Thank you very much. Okay, let me quickly come to NWC. We're going to have a final submission now. Mr. NWC, please unmute yourself. Give us your final submission, 5 minutes.
Okay, Nigeria Watch. Thank you, everybody. Please, can I come last because I'm driving?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm heading somewhere. I will leave there in the next 15 minutes. Maybe then I'll be free to talk. All right. Keep me in the background.
Okay. All right. People, appreciate every one of you. Let's come to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, please give us your final submission. 5 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawash, and thank you, everybody. Yeah, with the way things are going, I just believe like other people believed in different countries. It seemed impossible in South Africa for 27 years. Mandela and his friends were in prison, seeking for change. The young people were doing their own. It was almost impossible. Madagascar had the revolution. It was almost impossible. Also in Burkina Faso, previously called Upper Volta, when the wicked people were there, it was almost impossible. Sankara came up with his friends. So I believe Nigeria will have its own time, where wicked men and women will be melted with justice, equal to the evil they've caused generations. So in fact, the darker the night, the closer the morning. I believe in history. I believe in justice. I believe in nature. It's going to happen. Whatever voodoo they've used on people, what goes up must come down. The law of gravity is ever alive in everything you do. So I believe it's going to happen. They may be having a field day now. They may be buying cars, looting money, borrowing recklessly. I don't know where this group of young men and women are going to come up from. We are waiting, including me. We are waiting. NSAS promance will have to happen. We need it. Our children need it. Our hospitals need it. Our roads need it. Our education need it. We need it. There is no country. It's just a business ground for wicked men and women. Yeah, I just feel we have to keep talking. Thank God for social media. We have to keep talking. We have to keep doing what we do. Because there is no other way to describe what is going on. It's sheer impunity. It's sheer recklessness and wickedness, dark-heartedness. No one is different from A to Z. These guys, they mean business to continue to destroy human beings in Nigeria. So Nigeria, I will drop it here. We have to wake up and take back our country at some point. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, Mr. Alex. Yes, when Nigerians are ready to take back their country, that's fine. You know, let's move on to the next person quickly so we can round up. Let me come to give us a mandate. Give us a mandate, please. Give us your final submission. Thank you. 5 minutes.
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity again to speak. Well, I think the call is on Nigerians to stand up and fight for their rights, fight for your nation, fight for the country, because this government that is there, this president, I don't see him as he's not my president. I don't see him as a president. He's just a kind of imposter there doing the bid of his own master. But Nigerians, you can arise and fight against this impunity. You can stop this nonsense that is happening. We just need to arise and fight and get back our country. It is now or never. You cannot continue to fold your hands like this and then allow this nonsense to happen. And to people in Enugu State, you know, the Enugu State issue about the ranching. If you all don't fight, it's going to happen because you know what, the governor there is not that same Umba that they said forged NYC certificate, and the court said NYC should pay him. He's going to do his master's bidding because they're going to tell, they told him, oh, don't worry, you're going to be there, but we need this on YouTube. So Enugu State, you all need to fight. Stand up, fight, and fight, and fight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. God bless you. Let me come to Mr. Kenny. I don't know if you can give your final submission or if your environment is still noisy.
Is it hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, you are good. Give us your final submission, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. I really appreciate you and I appreciate your work. And I appreciate every Nigerian that keep talking, you know, about this issue in Nigeria. I really appreciate you all. And what I want to say is that we, the South, Southwest, Southeast, are ready. What about the North? Are they ready? Because the Southwest, Southeast, South cannot do it alone. If everybody say, okay, let's go out, you will see the North, they will stay behind. They will not do anything about, okay, we have to come out and do protest. They will not. Because if one allergy call them, give them, give them food, then before you know, they will stay put, they will not act. But we, the South, are ready. We, the South, cannot do it alone. I believe in my people in South, especially Edo State. They are fully ready, but the North have to start it first. That is where everything will start from. Because we have been doing it in South, we have been doing it, but the North they will say that it's not my business. But before you know, everything will cool off. So if we want to get our Nigeria back, the North have to start it. Then we, the South, will follow. I believe in my Southern brother. I believe in them. They will follow. Nobody is happy about this nonsensical government. Nobody is happy, you know. So I pray for that day, that day will come, that we have our country back.
All right. Mr. Ken, are you done? Okay, we lost you there. Thank you anyway. I'll have to mute you for now. You know, I think it's difficult for me to mute you. Mr. Dubuze, I don't know if you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready now.
I can't do backstage now.
I don't understand why you wait to go do for backstage. Oh.
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
go drink water.
I've been a conspiracy. Which one?
No conspiracy. Yeah, Elvis is a correct guy. No conspiracy for Elvis.
Exactly. Mr. Dubuze, please give us your final submission. 5 minutes. Sir.
Okay. Yes. Let me. If he has said everything about how our people are being mistreated, and I'm Igbo myself. I was born in Lagos, and this thing gives me some concern because I have a lot of friends from the Southwest that I went to school with, and many of them have a liberal mind like myself. But unfortunately, like we used to say sometimes on this show, the elders, they have poisoned the minds of the younger ones to join them in this bigotry. So, like I said earlier, I don't know whether those lands were not properly bought or they were not properly delineated as residential area. And if it was not so, and they were sold to them, and they paid for it, they should be compensated and then allowed to go elsewhere. Maybe in the Southeast to go and build houses or develop that a new land there. But if it is done based on the bigotry we saw during the elections, which one part of me is telling me that is the reason, because this thing has never happened before. People have been living. I'm even sure some Yorubas are living in drainage, so-called drainage areas, and they will not be touched. So if they are really targeting the Igbos, so what is the one Nigeria we are talking about? It's only one Nigeria only on paper or by mere speaking of it, but the actions are not there. So the Lagos State government or the Lagos State government should know what they are creating. They are creating something that will have ripple effect in future. It may not be now, but if they think because their man is the president is in power and they can do as they like, it may not it may boomerang. That is one. You can't go around targeting areas where people you feel didn't vote for your party are living and claim it is drainage area or whatever, and you decide to demolish. It's not done that way. But like if you said, I urge our people who are still not seeing the ambition of owning properties in Lagos to think twice, to come down to the east and build their lands in the east, even though it's not so big, but there are still areas in the east that are begging for development. They can do it. And by God's grace, if in future, like the one the Abia State governor is trying to do now, we have a port in the east, it will help, because most of the containers coming from overseas are heading towards the east. They are owned by mainly Easterners who do business both in Lagos and in the east. So that is about that. Then concerning the issue of how the money they are wasting both at the federal level and at the state level, it's just their end game. They are always like that, because nobody has been called to order. No governor has really been convicted and spent so much time in jail, or no president has even gone to jail for corruption or for stealing. So they keep doing it. And now that they have the judiciary under their control, nothing will happen. So, like we've all been saying, except if Nigerians, if they are tired of the situation where they cannot feed well, where somebody will go to school, no job, those in school are not even sure now of completing studies because of the high school fees that some institutions are bringing up due to the hard times in the country. So if Nigerians are fed up with the situation, it's their duty to rise up. People of Burkina Faso did it in 2011 when they drove out their former president, Blaise Compaoré. The man was doing it since he became head of state after the French connived with him and they assassinated Sankara. He became president. He was doing the bidding. He changed the constitution several times to contest. But at some point, the people said, no, the country is not going where you have to leave. He continued. But on this particular day, the people rose up en masse when his presidential guard, who were the well-trained part of the military, of the army, saw him. They said, oh, God, we can't kill all these people. You have to flee. Your helicopter is by the side. Flee to the airport. Let's call any head of state who can accommodate you. That was how the man left. And the soldiers kept their gun. So part of our duty is to even call on our soldiers to be patriotic. When Nigerians are ready to protest, peaceful protest, let them keep their guns down, because the Nigerians are equally fighting for them, because they are equally suffering. They may be keeping quiet, but they know that things are really bad. They are suffering as well. So it is high time our people back home, I don't know how they are going to do it or how they are going to mobilize, but like we said in Dr. Damage's show, they should start talking in small closets and start making comments, start talking and doing little talk all about and sensitize the people, just like we are doing on this platform now. The country can't continue this way. This is a very wasteful kind of governance we are practicing in our country. Democracy is very wasteful, where only a few connive and steal the wealth of the country. And they'll be telling us every day that they are doing this. All Buhari told us he was doing throughout his 8 years in power. If we go now, I don't think we are going to see even up to 30% of those things they said they borrowed money for. All those money were all filtered away.
Thank you, sir.
Let me stop here so far. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edubus. God bless you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. I can see you were driving. I can't think whether you drive go Nigeria safe. You know?
I've stopped somewhere too. I've reached my destination, but I've not gone into where I wanted to go to. So let me finish talking before I move in.
And because you there abroad now, if not Nigeria, I fear go let you stop somewhere this time.
No way.
Boko Haram will come and knock on your window, say, "Oh God, where do you define?"
You're right.
Hey.
You see the kind of life we enjoy here, so to speak. Exactly. Not really enjoy. We labor for our little pay, but it is worth it. At the end of the day, when you get your pay, you are a little happy. You are happy that at least you can pay some bills and all, and be satisfied that you are doing your job as a parent. Yeah,
we have peace of mind. That's the most important thing, you know. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Madam Ifi. Please give us your final submission. Thank you very much. 5 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, the question we have to ask ourselves is, are we going to sit down and watch our country go down in drain? That's a question each and every one of us need to ask ourselves. because it's not going to get better. I promise you it's not going to get better. Some people keep saying give them time. Since I was born up until now, I haven't seen anything get better in Nigeria. What, tell me something that is going to get better. Is it election? The easiest thing we can do in Nigeria is to conduct the election. And we cannot do that easiest thing called election. What else can we get right? I don't know who else is looking up or waiting for 2020, whatever to come. Nothing is going to happen. And let me tell you, Tinubu already positioned himself to win 2027. And that's why I said we have 6.5 more months. Say 7 years and 6 months to go. So we have a long way. Bag of rice is almost 70,000 naira. I don't know how many people that can afford to buy rice. Christmas is coming. All of us are abroad. Some of us are carrying the responsibilities of our families back home. Left for us, no matter how much they pay us, it will be enough. But we go work extra shift just to support our family back home. They still cannot even afford to eat or go to hospital. And that is a country of 200 million people, so they said. The giant of Africa. We are giants, but we are not gianting anything. Look at Liberia. They just conducted the election. George Weah has an opportunity to rig that election, but he has conscience. He has every opportunity to position the people he wants to put in the leadership, that will help him rig the election. But he has the conscience to say no. And he considered. That is what leadership is all about. That is what development is all about. Ghana will have election next year. And trust me, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be free and fair. We know that. We are still dealing with the election that happened six months ago. They're still sacking people. Even if you're in your position, you're not even sure. As a sitting governor, all of a sudden you are sacked. On what basis?
So you're APC.
On what basis? So we can't have opposition in this country anymore. There is no opposition. So it's going to be one party now. So we're going to practice, because what we're trying to do is to practice unitary system of government. Dictatorship, that's what it is. Those of them must swept the whole of local government in Imo State. How? How is that possible? Even the local government places where the election did not even hold, he still won it. How?
Results. My local government inclusive, there was no election there.
How? But he won or swept all the local government. And the youth are keeping quiet. And people don't want to do anything. Leaving the country is not the solution. Yeah, everybody's running to Canada, running to Portugal, running to Belgium, running to Europe. Have you ever seen them run to Nigeria? Have you ever seen any foreigner run to Nigeria to go to school or to do anything? Every day we come here and talk and talk and talk. And we haven't seen the benefit of us talking. Let us have some sense, people. It's going to get worse. You have to fasten or tighten your seatbelt, because we're going to see Shege Promas. The security is going to get worse. The prices, inflation is going to get worse. It's going to go up. $100 is nothing anymore. You can't give somebody $100 no more. Nigeria, how far? Let us wake up from our slumber. If we don't try to recover, take back our country right now, something is going to happen, because we get to a point where people can no longer have it. It's getting to that point. You go to work, you live in Lagos, people can't even afford to pay the rent anymore, anywhere. If you can't pay, if you don't have a job, how are you going to pay the rent? If your business is not moving, people are folding up. Even common barber will tell you things are expensive because when there is no electricity, he cannot afford to buy the gas to, power his generator. And even when he does that, he has to charge you ridiculous amount of money. My brother was telling me, oh, we cut our hair now. I don't have to go to barber. Unless there is electricity, you run to the barber and cut your hair. Because if once they use the once they use the generators, the price is gonna go up. Youths, wake up. Wake up. Let us take back our country. If you want to have this one Nigeria, I am not a fan. And I'm gonna say it, I'm not a fan. I've tried to say, okay, let us unite together and have this one country. But it seems like every day you wake up, they always give me a reason to say, honestly, it is time for everybody to go their separate way. I have tried so much. And the reason keep being, oh, it's good when you have a big country. Big country for nothing. There are other small countries out there doing well. If we cannot unite together, if we cannot have the simplest election, then we don't have no business staying together.
Okay.
We need to stop doing election in Nigeria and call it shut up. Then we carry the power. Judiciary, we said, you are the next president and carry the power. It's better like that. Let us stop wasting billions of money conducting election in Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Ife. God bless you very much for your submission, and thanks for joining us today. We're looking forward to having you more often here so that we can continue to speak to our people back home to understand that they are the one losing out. To be honest, they are the one. Okay, look what is happening now, currently happening now in Nigeria that is trending. According to Punch newspaper, you all can see that right there. You can see that too many Nigerians are opting for suicide, right now. So let me take on this quickly. As you can see right there, reports of suicide are featuring with dreadful frequency across the country, adding to the prevailing general mystery. Many Nigerians were heartbroken when the Edo State Police Command confirmed. One moment, my people.
Confirmed the death by suicide.
All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, Gassian, please help me to read it. I need to drink water.
Okay, yeah. He said, reports of suicide are featuring with dreadful frequency across the country, adding to the prevailing general misery. Many Nigerians were heartbroken when the Edo State Police Command confirmed the death by suicide of Tulij Olokobi, who became a social media sensation via a video where her son, whom she was reprimanding, asked her repeatedly to calm down. But there are many more reported cases of self-murder and their attempts nationwide. This trend presents another challenge for the government, social organizations, and families. Olokobi reportedly took her own life in the presence of her 1-year-old child, leaving behind 3 kids. Neighbors said she had recently been battling depression. A Nigerian army captain, Alphonsus Baza, also reportedly hanged himself in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, leaving behind a wife and a child. In Abuja, 29-year-old Tava Ofega committed suicide by swallowing a lethal chemical early this month, reportedly after a business failure and the inability to repay a loan. Last month, the Bauchi State Police Command reported that Betwan Bitrus, 17, of Bomba Bogoro local government area, hanged himself after telling his family he was heading for a stream to take a bath. Wow, okay. The 2 cases gained media traction in July. A 72-year-old resident of Ede, Osun State, Karim Aderemi, shot himself with a twin-barreled gun, and in Anambra State, a young pastor, Prosper Iboke, allegedly jumped to his death from a multi-story building in Nnewi, ostensibly after a failed romance. Okay. Security personnel said Aderemi had been struggling with partial blindness and depression. A video post went viral in August showing passers-by physically restraining a Lagos socialite, Farid Abdul Kadiri, from jumping off the Third Mainland Bridge into the lagoon, while amid tears, she poured out her marital frustration. In 2022, 79 persons died by suicide in Nigeria, according to the Punch. Lagos ranked highest with 12 cases, followed by Oyo 10, Kano 4, while Anambra, Edo, Delta, Ogun, and Rivers recorded 3 each. Experts say some cases are never reported. Frustration in the land, say experts, is affecting people's mental health, with joblessness, hunger, poverty, insecurity, and the uncaring government prevalent. Many Nigerians slip easily into depression, and some contemplate suicide. Well, World Organization is the fourth leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds globally. You've removed it. Globally, over 703,000 persons committed suicide worldwide last year, with the most common means being ingestion of pesticides, hanging, and firearms. The frequency of suicide by its ingestion once prompted the Nigerian government to briefly curtail the sale of the sniper pesticide brand, that is rat poison. So should
Okay, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much, Oga CM. That figure is so disheartening, though. 700,000 people in 1 year, in 12 months, across the world.
Well,
Hi.
but
Now what?
you know there are people commit suicide for, but Nigerian case is just due to economic downturn. It's
Hold on, sir.
due to
Hold on.
economic
Let me come
downturn.
to you.
People.
Let me come to you. Somebody's on the phone. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, sir.
Thank
And
you, sir.
God bless you. Thank you for taking my call. I wasn't sure, because the volume here is low. Sorry, I just want to talk into two of the, tapes you played. I didn't see the other ones. I just came in now. Listen, concerning those issue of demolition, well, what I want to say there is this. Yeah, I know those buildings, if the owners did not pay for the land, they won't build there. And those who are approving that land, working with the local government, working with the town planning, and they still approve those things. Some of us bought land, we built houses. And how did we do it? It is the indigenous who will come and call us. Hey, we have land at this place. Come and see if you will like. And we will go there and look. If we like it, we pay. And people will buy this. Now somebody is saying, Igbo to this, Igbo that. I don't want to say anything, whatever they choose. But what is the point I want to draw from this too? About the Fulani harassment, they say they want to acquire land for. Nigeria Watch, if you remember, sir, some months back, I think almost immediately after the election, when I came in first, I told you something. I said these people are planning on Islamizing Nigeria. At that time, they were using trailers to drop Fulani from Niger, Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso, wherever they can gather them, they bring them in. And that was the time they introduced the NIN. And the Fulani is coming from outside, got the Nigerian identity card before the Nigerians. In the name of the fake Buhari they put there, I mentioned this to you then. They now want to acquire land for them, to actualize them. Listen to the man who was being interviewed there on the video you played. Can they not allow people? Now they are pursuing Igbos. Igbos got land, built house, you demolish. You say that they have a place. Why do they need land in Igbo land?
Round up, sir.
To prepare place for grazing. Like, why would they need land to prepare place for grazing? Why? That's the question one we want to ask first. That is Igbo land. Like, Igbos can go back there, develop those places, turn them to markets, turn them to estates. There's nothing we cannot do in those plots of land. What are the Fulanis looking for along the Lugo Road?
The same weekend now that is there was the one that stopped their truck in Port Harcourt. Those somewhere last year or last years. They seized all the cattle, sent
Can
the
you
people back.
round up, sir? Round up, sir.
My brother, I have something more I want to say, but it's okay. I think that I put this one down. It is hurtful, it is painful. When we are looking at what is going on in Nigeria, Bola Tinubu is still sitting there, Nigerians are watching him. Nigerians are watching Bola Tinubu. Want to actualize what Buhari started? It is unfortunate. My brother, you are working. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I told you something. God, we say, those of us that have a little prayer, we pray. Let our action will come when it will come. And if it does not come, God will erupt it from somewhere. God bless you. And let me stop here. I have one other thing I wanted to say about the second, this thing you played, but let me stop.
Okay, go ahead. Quickly say that then. Go ahead, sir. Say that.
Now, this is concerning, we are just, I just talked about the properties now destroyed. We are talking about the land these people are acquiring in the name of grazing. Meanwhile, they have used a year or two ago to bring in all the Fulanis from the surroundings. Fulanis are occupying about 19 states, 19 countries in Africa and up towards the northern part of Africa. 19 countries. They are drawing them closer. What they want to come and do is take over the east land belonging to the Easterners and the South, and then they want to, most especially the East, and then they want to annihilate. When you check that word annihilate, that's what I use. Because they are all in our bushes. They are all armed. Not only with, they carry daggers around, but they have the automatic weapons in the bush. And people like Hope Uzodimma, if he says he doesn't know about this, he's a liar. All those governors around there, they are aware, they know what they are, I don't know what they want to gain. Maybe they are all ready to be Islamized. They are ready to turn around and to submit to Islam. We were born Christians. Our parents, our foreparents were born Christians. Who wants to try this? God will not let it happen. Our people must arise. They must wake up. They must wake up. Look at what's the name Falana now. Mr. Niger Watch. I don't know what to ask. In fact, I have it up in my notes
Okay.
now. Look at Falana. All of us are listening to him.
Okay, sir. Round up then.
They also what happened there at Supreme Court. They saw what happened at what is it called? The tribunal. And nobody says anything.
Thank you, sir.
And we are saying we are one Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir.
We have to have a new Nigeria.
Thank
but
you.
If new Nigeria cannot work, everybody is blamed. Sometimes, what's his name?
Excuse me, sir. Please round up now. You'll be talking for 7 minutes. Round up, please.
All right. God bless you.
Thank you,
stop
sir.
it here.
God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. May God bless you all. Let me come to Oga CM to give us his final submission. But very surprising for me to see a figure that over 700,000 people commit suicide across the world. How? Why? In 12 months? That one is shocking. For the first time in my life, I'm seeing a statistic like that. It's really shocking.
Let me tell you something. You know, when you say worldwide, it depends on the reason. A Japanese may commit suicide because he was found to be corrupt. He will just kill himself. Do you understand? The same thing with, I think, either a Chinese. But a Nigerian, he just government,
No,
hardship.
I'm not even focusing on the reasons now.
Okay.
I'm focusing on why would anybody take their life? That's my concern.
Some do it as a mark of honor, like the Japanese, rather than face the indignity of people talk. Anyway, well, let me leave it. So what I want to say is this. Thank you, Niger Watch, for the opportunity. Then let me say, it is not how much we say that matter, but are people really? Are they willing to learn? Will they ever listen? Are they taking it on board? Dati Baba Ahmed said, and I quote him, Nigeria is there for the taking. That when Nigerians wake up, any day they get up, they take their country back. That the country does not belong to any set of people. The Supreme Court can never give you democracy. And as a matter of fact, his definition of democracy is what I believe in now. Democracy is government of the people who are ready, by the people who are ready, and for the people who are ready. So that being ready, is, the readiness is what he's saying. Now, Charlie Boy has also added his voice. Who else will speak before Nigerians will know? Charlie Boy, to some extent, is apolitical, although he claim to be obedient. I mean, he's obedient. So what are the people waiting for? There is no end in sight. The only solution is take what belongs to you. The Almajiri carrying plate and the person riding a flying private jet. You have equal stake in the country. It belongs to everybody equally. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Nobody owns Nigeria than the other. So the people should have to get up their backseat or their bomb and then do something. That is what everybody is doing. It's part of democracy, even. Protest is part of democracy. It's not, that's why Dati Baba Ahmed said it's not treason, it's not unconstitutional, it's part of democracy. That is how you show. Because by talking in your bedroom, people might not know. It's only your neighbor that may hear you. But when you come out and you get a global coverage, people will understand. They did it in Kenya and things changed. Today they have William Ruto. Kenya, look at William Ruto is like the president of Africa. Look at the way he's talking. He was able now to implement free visa. Kenya say, come to our country, visa free if you're an African. Rwanda did the same thing. Ordinarily, Nigeria should have been the dream of every country. So what are we still doing? People should get up because there are instances we don't need to. We don't need to signpost it in another way. We've seen cases that is the only remedy. It's like giving people the therapy. They said you've given all the therapy. This is the last one. So that is the last thing Nigeria needs. Get up and take over your country. We've been electing mediocres, electing illiterate. Now we've elected the certified criminal, career criminal, certificate forger. So there is no need to doubt it. Is that having come this far? It means that yes, something must have to give. Now let that thing give. I hope Nigerians are listening. I may not be Charlie Boy, but I have to add my voice to them. Who am I to speak? But when Charlie Boy has spoken, people should listen to such people because they've seen it all and they know why exactly they're saying. Nobody can save you except yourself. Nigeria has come to a level whereby, in fact, it's no longer the world that is laughing at us. We are now laughing at ourselves. Let me put it this way. We are now no more the world. No. Who is into the world are not interested. We are now laughing at ourselves. Who will save Nigeria from Nigeria except Nigerians? The ball, as I always say, is in the court of all of us. If you want petrol to get to 5,000 naira a liter before you react, well, may it be so. Let it come tomorrow. Or if you want, what do I say for people? Anyway, well, I don't want to be that too negative, but people should get up and do something. It is overdue, unless you just want to asphyxiate yourself, which in that case, you don't have anybody to blame. Look at the cases of suicides we are hearing now. Ordinarily, this shouldn't have been it. Yes, some people may contemplate doing it because, okay, these are the cases we've known. What are those that are contemplating it now as we speak? Do we have statistics? But there are many people. So many people are walking corpse. They are hopeless. They can't do anything. Who will bail the cat? It is you. We all have the bell. Let us go and bail the cat. If you don't want to do it, well, you postpone the doomsday. But in that case, who are you to blame? Nobody. I yield here. Thank you. Niger Watch.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Augustine. May God bless you. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Please let's stand for what is right. Somehow, someday, we'll have a better Nigeria. That is what we're fighting for. We just want a better Nigeria, if not because of the greed from our leaders. Just give us a better Nigeria. We are not asking for much. But they said no. Look now, more Nigerians are aiming for committing suicide. It's very, very sad. But let's continue to do our part. Somehow, someday, we'll have a better Nigeria in our time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody that came to the panel today. Those of you that are still here with us, thank you. Give us a mandate. Thank you, Oga CM, Madam Ifi. Thank you very much, Oga Indubisi. Thank you, Madam Ifi. We're looking forward to having you on the panel again. Thank you so much. Your submission today was very, very important to us and to Nigerians, to our listeners. Thank you very much. And those of you that called into the show today, may God bless every one of you. And I'll thank Madam Bella Naomi. I believe she was the only one that supported me financially today. May God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody, right there on the comment section. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all you do for us here. I appreciate every one of you right there. Gospel Music, Amaka E, Freedom Simple, and many, many, many others. Say it as it is. And Constant, Willy Willy, and many others right there. Now God bless you. Now please press on the like button before you leave. Now God bless you. Now we're coming back again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Endeavor to join us. For those of you that are going to be playing back this video, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and also hit on that super thanks button as well to support the channel. Share our videos, like our videos, join our membership program. Now we join the button, join the curtain. Take care and bye for now. Good night, everyone.